Hey, turn that shit up, man.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it.
Yeah.
They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2 gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple off Draco. I got them all, you don't want no.
I got all those shit, nigga.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? Peace and blessings, everybody. Bow, bow, bow. Let me go ahead and give my shout out. Shout out to All Things. Always in, first one in, last one out. EB Sweaterlots. Peace and blessings, King. That whole boy. Peace and blessings, homie. Nate Dogg, D1. Peace and blessings, homie. Bullet Gibson. Hey, man. Peace and blessings, King. Shawar Allah. Mama Bear, you in the building. Peace and blessings, Queen. Now, Aqua Flex. There we go. You know, that block Aqua Flex, baby. There you go for open locker. That's what we talking about. But hey, peace and blessings, King. Mike Rhythm. You know, it's called Rhythm and Blues, baby. What's up, Pip Kings? Peace and blessings. Yes. We in here. Brian Corbett, TWT. Peace and blessings, King. Ain't seen you in a minute, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Yeah. So we in this thing right here. I would have came on earlier. Um, you know, KQ. I would have came on earlier, but I see my man Champ side. He pulled a show today. I ain't seen him in a minute, so I always like to give respect to the Champ side. I like seeing what he got to talk about. But yeah, I'm here now. He got the baddest brand, but this the baddest chat right here, and this the baddest new label in the planet right here, the upper echelon. We coming through here. But yeah, check this out, right? Yesterday, boy, the Devin Haynites and their crew, they did a full court press, and I'm not gonna say nothing about it because but I just watched Blue Blood Sports yesterday, and there was a lot of capping going, but I'm not even gonna get into that. What I am gonna get into is it's about time my man Deontay Wilder gets his just due. That's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about the Bomb Squad getting what he finally deserves out of this sport we call boxing. Deontay Wilder has done so much for the sport of boxing, and he's been given so little. The man was arguably one of the best heavyweights, 40 knockouts, man. He was 40-0. Everybody that's been in the ring with him has touched that canvas, have tasted of his power, have felt the right hand of God. Yes, they have. And Deontay Wilder used to abash and brazenly and hit them with stuff that they couldn't recover from. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Tyson Fury was at home on the couch. Nobody was thinking about him. Nobody was checking for Tyson Fury. He was washed up, over 400 and some pounds. He was a has-been. He was a born fighter. Nobody watched him. But AJ ducked Wilder. So Wilder brought Fury out of retirement, gave him a platform, gave him something to stand on, made him a star. And for Wilder's thanks, he gets cheated in 3 fights because the fix was in. Not only do they not give Wilder credit, but after Wilder loses, they try to crown Fury as the best heavyweight of all time, just about, because he beat Wilder. So for you to crown him, you must give Wilder his credit, because Wilder was that guy. No other fighter in history has knocked out 40 people. No other fighter. It was a historic run. People was scared of Wilder. They were scared of his greatness. And they literally let this man get assaulted, lynched, and mugged in the ring and did nothing about it. The man got bare knuckle beat, a dent in his head with an egg weight, everything. And they still didn't want to call it cheating. That's what they do to our people. The man break pay-per-view numbers. They had over 8 million streams. The man gets rich off of Wilder, and they try to give it to Tyson Fury, who hasn't sold nothing near that since Wilder. But yes, the most electrifying guy in sports history, the Bomb Squad, the Bronze Bomber, he always says blessings on blessings. And now it's time for him to reap his rewards. Because the joke of the boxing world, Tyson Fury, thought he can go out there and put on a half-ass performance, train 1 week, and the same thing that he did to Wilder, it's not boxing. He mauls. He uses his size. He tries to bear aggressive maul and assault his opponents. But guess what? Ngannou was there to stop that. He stopped he stopped him from doing MMA in the ring. And that's what that was, MMA. See, Ngannou just got the biggest uplift ever. Let me break it down for y'all. They have officially ranked Ngannou in the top 10 for what happened with him and Fury. Now, you got Ngannou, who people are saying one of the hardest hitters in the world, going against arguably the hardest punching heavyweight ever in boxing. The MMA fans are going to go wild because They feel like Fury beat Wilder. So now they feel like Ngannou will beat Wilder because they feel like he beat Fury, right? Triangle theory. Even the Africans are coming at us, and I love all my people, but even the Africans are saying how much more talented Ngannou is than Wilder. The Hamites are coming at the tribe of Judah. The same reason that we're over here from the Hamites. The same ones that didn't do nothing to try to rescue the Judites. We over here. But hey, we not holding no grudges. Because the last should be first and the first should be last. That's what they say. They thinking Ngannou will outclass Wilder. But what they don't know is Ngannou's going to get a first-way ticket to the versus the most electrifying heavyweight boxer in boxing history. Salute Anthony Layton. And they're going to clash. And when they clash, it's going to be a big bag. And I'm glad Wilder's going to get this bag. And I hope he retires after this because the game doesn't deserve Wilder. They don't deserve this pure brother right here. But I'm going to tell you this right here. Ngannou don't stand a chance. Everybody trying to put up all these narratives of what Ngannou can do to Wilder and all that. It's not going to be none of that. He's not fighting Tyson Fury. He's fighting Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Ngannou, if he gets past 5 rounds, that's a win for him. But he's going to sleep. And he's going to get his biggest bag. And he deserves it. But I'm glad Malik Scott, he's already reached out on Fight Scene. He said he's done reached out and talked to Ngannou's people so that and they stole it from him. And Ngannou didn't get half the bread that he was going to get. Now you got that devil Eddie Hearns trying to sit there and make Anthony Joshua versus Ngannou. PTSD Joshua, who would still beat Ngannou because any skilled boxer could beat Ngannou. I'm just being honest. But Wilder versus Ngannou is the payday we need. It's the payday we need to push for because Wilder will make life-changing generational money, and so will Ngannou. And plus, people don't want to see Joshua. You want to do this right here in Africa or America, and it will sell out, and it will break the gates. And I'm telling you now, Wilder puts this man to sleep. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. There's no way Ngannou can stand in the ring with that man. Ariana, peace and blessings, queen. And I'm just telling y'all that now. Wilder's going to knock this man through next week. He's going to hit him so hard that his daggone generational kids is going to have lumps in the side of their head. What they don't realize is they confuse boxing with striking. Striking is good when you're fighting in the octagon, but boxing is crisp, clean shots. And what they don't realize is Ngannou is not walking out that ring. And I'm just being honest about it. I'm just being honest. All these other pundits or so-called boxing fans and people that are sitting there saying that there's going to be a chance, they don't know shit about boxing. Like Floyd Mayweather say, you don't know shit about boxing. And y'all make sure y'all smash that like button for me, but I'm just being real. I'm just being real. There's no way that that man stands even an inkling of a chance against Deontay Wilder. And it's crazy how Tyson Fury gets made a joke of, and then they try to bring Deontay Wilder in. Like, why don't y'all leave Deontay Wilder alone? Like, they keep trying to find a reason to trash this man. Like, they sit there and say, Deontay Wilder ain't this, he ain't that. The man beat 40 fighters. He beat all those fighters, for one. For two, if you know that the shot is coming and he still knocks you out with it, ain't boxing hit and don't get hit? That's what I thought. So if he still hits you with it, then that means that his sweet science is better than your sweet science, right?
Exactly. And people don't give Wilder or take the credit. It takes credit and it takes boxing IQ to set up somebody to knock them out. Brock Howard, peace and blessings, King. It takes skill to set a person up to knock them out. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me switch devices real quick. All right, now I'm good. But yeah, it's a lot of things that they don't give credit for, but it's funny. That's all I say. But yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me see where Key at real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody want to get up here and cook with me real quick until Key get up here? You're welcome to the upper echelon cook fest. Cause we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this right here. I'm gonna get into this because it's just funny how they always try to trash our fighters. And then you give Tyson Fury all this credit for beating Wilder, but you're not giving Wilder the type of credit that he got for getting beat. Like, it's crazy. Bruce Gas and Jazz, salute, King. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Where you see OTB at? My boy OTB in the building. Peace and blessings, OTB, if you in here. But yeah, Wilder was cheated all 3 fights. We seen it. But they don't want to say that. Like, they stack the cards up against us. But then when we can't succeed against that, then it's something of us. Like, we have to go twice as hard for half the they don't want to never give us credit. I don't know why this thing keeps messing up my sound. Hey, OTB, hop up here, bro. I gotta ask Thomas Hill, peace and blessings. And Thomas Hill, you hop up here too, man. But yeah. But yeah, after that, we just gonna see. But yes, Wilder's about to get the chance to get the payday that he deserves, and I'm glad about that, man, because he's done took a lot in the sport. Like they done did my man dirty a lot in the sport, and I'm glad that he gets to finally get his like my man name is his just due. You feel me? Like he gets his just due now. So yeah, we get the respect, give Wilder the respect that he deserves, and he gets to come back and do what he got to do. But I'm gonna tell you like this: we got a lot of good boxing coming. Keyshawn Davis, he needs to step up his competition. Now he just lost. They just turned his fight to a no contest, and he was supposed to be fighting Pedraza, another step up fight for him. Well, he's not gonna be able to fight in Dallas. Now, some people say he might be able to fight in Vegas. We don't know, but I can tell you one thing: Andy Cruz, he's steady stepping up his competition. Andy Cruz came out and said that he matched Keyshawn in the amateurs, he matched him in the Olympics, and he matched him in the pros. And that's big talk coming from a man that's about to have his second fight. But see, them Cubans, they age differently from American fighters. Because see, in Cuba, they take pride in their boxing. And see, they're a lot older when they get over here because they've been in their boxing for their whole life. That's why they call it the Cuban School of Boxing. And him, Snoopy Mac, peace and blessings, homie. And right now, he said he has Keyshawn Davis' number. And he has did it. But that was on a 12-point must system. Now we're going to see what he does when it ain't about the points, when it's about finishing your opponent. Now, I ain't putting up past Keyshawn, but they say that boy Andy Cruz is in there with Boots. And they saying Boots is teaching him all types of things. And they said he teaching Boots things. They saying he's showing Boots stuff that Boots didn't know. They said Boots showing him things that he don't know. Said Bozy Ennis got him sitting down on them shots. So it's looking real good with them. Real good. OT Bizzle, peace and blessings, King. What's going on?
What up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine and dandy, bro. Peace and blessings.
Give me a minute. Let me cut off this other one, bro. I hear my other.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Yeah, it's dangerous, Shawa. And you know, he reminds me of and see, David Morrell is dangerous too, but he's a lot younger. Strap season, peace and blessings.
There we go. There we go. But yeah, man, allow me to please chime in on what you was cooking on with Wilder. I was enjoying the cook first off. Everything you said was right on. But I don't really feel like dude deserve to be in the ring with Wilder. I feel like it's sad that boxing has come to a point where we have to lean on another sport's heavyweight to maintain objectivity within our own sport. It's money fights for Wilder. It's money fights at the heavyweight division. Prize money fights. I'm talking about if all of them heavyweights, if just the top 4 heavyweights fight each other, then fight for undisputed, that could be a bigger payday because it might end with Wilder and Fury again.
But you know what? We can't, I'm going to tell you like this. We can't knock the UFC fan base. The UFC fan base is one of the is worse than Pacquiao. And the UFC fan base, they spend money. I'm gonna tell you like this: you cannot say that the UFC fan base does not spend money. Them boys will spend, and you got to realize. No, listen. This is what I'm saying though. Floyd did it with Conor, and that was a hell of a fight. That's the number 2 all-time grossing fight. But listen,
Wilder, being the starter he is in boxing and the knockout artist that he is, going against Francis Ngannou, one of their best heavyweights ever, who they feel like can beat our best heavyweight. It's like their best heavyweight versus our best heavyweight, right? And that shit right there, it will do over 2 million buys. Like, I don't see no fight in America. I mean, no fight in boxing giving Wilder that tight. I don't even care if it's undisputed. I'm telling you that crossover fight, it trumps anything. Now, maybe AJ versus Wilder back in the day would have did it, but it's past its prime. I'm talking about right now, the Ngannou and Wilder
this
fight.
This is boxing, man. This is boxing, bro. It's
I
boxing. He ain't
that.
even earned the right to be in there with Tyson Fury.
Oh, he has it. He has it. But guess
now
what?
We sending the message that. But hold on, bro.
Tyson
now
Fury
we send the
sent that
message to our amateur heavyweight. What's the message that we send to an amateur heavyweight when he's allowed to get that magnitude?
No, you know the message that got sent. The message got sent because a British heavyweight champion got in there and didn't close the deal. Now you got fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Tank Davis. They all telling, like, you got Sean O'Malley trying to call all them out. And they telling them, like, look, we not Fury. We will F you up. Like, Fury, he came in with a week's worth of training, and you could tell. Like, Fury, he's used to mauling and wrestling people. He couldn't wrestle an MMA fighter. So his advantages was taken away. And they labeled him a top champion. PGB Big Dog, salute. And what it's saying is,
facts, Pittsburgh. Facts, Pittsburgh. Quick, my sister.
It takes our heavyweight champion to shut this up. See, they had it and they dropped the ball. But see, Wilder ain't gonna drop the ball. You feel what I'm saying? Wilder's gonna show you how it's supposed to be done. But these MMA fans, they're so big-headed, and they think that their box, like, they really think Sugar Sean O'Malley can mess with Tank. They think Sugar Sean O'Malley can mess with Devin. They think he can mess with Shakur Stevenson. Any one of them three will dog that boy.
So let's go. Bro, I'm fine with doing an all-out crossover. I am never in comparison that any of them can contest with a boxer. My problem is that we are ranking these fighters, and what message does that send to an amateur fighter who might not have a big promotional company, who might not have a big following,
you don't have a name.
hoping that him going undefeated is going to walk him up the rankings, and then we walk somebody else in at a totally different classroom and sit them in his spot at the table.
You know why? Because they got the so-called number one boxer, because they consider Tyson Fury the top heavyweight. They had him as the top heavyweight. He sat there and put on such a stink against an MMA fighter. Like, Ngannou
that's what they saying, bro. He owns the lineal and WBC belt. He owns 2 belts. Like, it's somebody in his weight division with more belts than he had.
But he is the lineal. He was considered the best after he beat Deontay Wilder. After he beat Mr. 40-0 with 39 knockouts, they crowned him the top. Why do you think he's asking for the most money against Usyk? Because he's considered the number one heavyweight champion in the world. That's what they considered Tyson Fury after he beat Wilder. And that's why I say Wilder doesn't get his respect, because you could crown Tyson Fury the top heavyweight because he beat Wilder. But Usyk beat Joshua twice. Usyk was undisputed in cruiserweight. Usyk did all this, but they crowned Tyson Fury. They crowned Tyson Fury because he beat Wilder.
He's a more accomplished fighter by far. More accomplished fighter.
Because he took out the juggernaut. He took out the man that failed over 40 fighters. The one who they were scared of, the Bronze Bomber. They took him out, and you know that's where his legacy came from. They made him number one because he took out the top black fighter. And I just had to say it. He took out the number one black fighter, so they made him number one. Basically, is what happened.
What up, boys? OTB, Bullet, Upper, what's popping?
Give Wilder his credit, but backhandedly, they basically just did. Because for you to name Tyson Fury number one after beating Deontay Wilder, then you must admit that Deontay Wilder is that guy. You got to admit it.
I'm
Hey,
just saying, go ahead, bud.
Go ahead, y'all.
I was gonna say, at the end of one thing I like to do is I put the blame where the blame actually belongs, because people trying to just say, "Oh, boxing took an L." Nah, the sanctioning body took an L. The WBC, they one of the most prestigious belts, but they also one of the most controversial belts. They always do things like
Mauricio Sulaiman corrupted.
Yeah, absolutely. He always do like silly stuff, and I'm not saying Jake Paul don't deserve credit in what he did for women's boxing, but to give him a belt, some made up belt they make, and all these things they do to, accommodate, quote unquote, I'm gonna keep it stat. Most times it's these Caucasian boxers. Most of the time they do stuff to accommodate these guys, and they want to get the likeness and stuff of other fan bases. And I understand you bring more eyes to boxing, but them, I ain't gonna say solely them, because the WBA did some controversial stuff as well with that judge, and all the other crazy stuff. But the WBC is normally doing a lot of controversial, crazy stuff that shakes up the world of boxing, and then people just putting the blame solely on boxing. I don't like Tyson Fury. That guy's a cheater. He's a hater.
Yes.
And one thing people didn't give credit for Wilder for is because yes, Tyson Fury the second and third fight, he cheated him for sure. He mauled him, and he had that, all the other cheating shit. He couldn't take his juice and all that other shit.
This man, he assaulted this man in front of everybody, and they seen it. They seen the dent in this man's head.
Well, he was punching through the palm of the glove.
True as that is, let's also remember that Deontay Wilder needed him. That's why he went and saved him when he was 400 pounds. Like he told him, man, I went and got you off that coke. I went and drug you back to boxing. Because Deontay Wilder realized that he needed an adversary, because he had brought life back to the sport of boxing with his 32 straight knockouts.
Because Wilder was trying to, bring the heavyweight division back up, because, Floyd took the shine. But what I was saying was Wilder beat Fury in that first fight with the same style that Fury usually beat the other guys with, not just that mauling style. He tried to outbox Wilder. It didn't work. Wilder beat him at his best style, his normal best style. He tried to box Wilder. Wilder knocked his ass out twice. I don't care what nobody say. Wilder whooped that man. Wilder won that fight, and they took it from him.
Yeah, then
they took it from him.
Yeah, I believe that's what Bullet was saying. He was saying that he beat him the first time. They gave him a draw.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
Always maintain that too.
They gave him a 13 count.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Even on the cards, I felt like he won. There's no way, because he got 2 knockdowns. That's 2 10-8 rounds. I felt like he won the first 4 rounds. To me, I know people judge fight there. I felt like Wilder comfortably won the first 4 rounds because Fury wasn't doing shit, but doing that little shaking his head movement. He wasn't doing nothing. But
to be honest, man, only thing he really did was win the last 3 rounds. I thought that was just you can give it clearly to Fury. Everything else was up to what you saw and how you judge the fight. If you judge it on the 4 criteria, then he clearly won that fight. But he said they gave him a draw, and they robbed him out of that victory as well. And Bullet always has maintained that every single platform, every single time he said that. He get flack for that, because a lot of people just love to give Fury more credit than he deserved. Up and OTB ain't lying, man. He been cheating the whole time. The only reason why he actually won a fight against Deontay Wilder was because he manipulated gloves. He uses dirty tactics. And in one fight, Wilder got in there too big. He should have been his normal size.
I tell everybody all the time about putting on too much weight. That weight.
Well, and let's be honest too. Yeah, I mean, he exposed the fact that Wilder didn't have a jab at the time. Wilder did not set his shots up well. He was abandoning that jab, and Tyson Fury got in there and he got Sugar Hill, and he learned that crunk style of boxing where you fight in the pocket, where you sit on your shots. You understand?
That motherfucker was on meth, though. He was on meth, dog.
But
hey, I ain't gonna lie though. OTB ain't lying though. He ain't lying. He did abandon the jab, and he didn't use it to set up his punches better. I will give him that, but he did have him on the ground in 2 separate fights for longer than a 10 count.
Factual.
But I agree with OTB. Yeah, because he was hopped up on that ish, man. That
meth
first
ain't no
knockout,
joke,
bro.
homie.
He kind of Undertaker the first knockout, bro. The first fight. I didn't. Man, the way he just popped up, I was like, oh yeah, he on something, bro. I didn't
You ain't
know.
gonna knock nobody out with that system because it has your adrenaline pumping so high.
But he did benefit from it.
You can't go to sleep on it. So that's why
Yeah,
it took it a second for it to register to him. And then you see he snapped back awake. And he's always high on it. You can see his mouth be twitching and everything, bro. The man be on that methamphetamines, bro.
Yeah, he be on some stuff. But I agree. I do agree with what OTB saying. If Wilder would have set his shots up much better, no matter what that man did, he would not have beat him because Wilder got some hot ish that'll keep you off of him. All he gotta do is set it up, and it's a wrap.
He knocked that motherfucker out and still couldn't beat him.
I agree. I agree.
The ref woke him up. If you look at it.
Yeah, I've seen it all, and I've seen, like I said, I've seen.
You're right about that. A lot of people don't mention that neither. He was smacking
and the ref came out and said so. Ref said I gave him more time because it was good for boxing. I ain't never heard no stuff like that in my life.
But if it had been one of us, it would have been disqualified.
Man, I ain't never seen no gloves look like a jack in the box in the ring that can just flare from side to side like that.
He was punching from the wrist.
Exactly. Now, I mean, I don't like to use anything as an excuse. I do give reasons though, and there's no reason for your glove to be able to be moving like that. I've had worn some brand new gloves before, and it's hard as hell to extend your fingers in them damn gloves. How can his stuff just flop around like that?
It's as pissed as we all can be about that. He knocked out 32 people and did not perfect his jab.
His glove was cut.
Somebody was gonna whoop his ass. And not only that, he went and got Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was blew up. He went and got him, bounced him back.
Let's go over the objective.
Look, shit, that was your own demise.
At the wrist.
So first we're going to look at understanding the role of the Department of Health Care Services in medical programs.
I'm gonna put my stuff on mute. My bad.
Nah, but I hear you, OTB. Wilder had some flaws in his style. I always knew this, bro, but I like the fact that Wilder was never afraid to fight anybody. He always stepped up. He was calling guys out for the longest. People were avoiding him, and then they would criticize Wilder for calling guys out, saying, "Oh, you ain't fighting nobody. You fighting bums." Well, he's trying to call the big names out, and the big names not answering.
Like Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn dumped him, and then he got beat by damn Andy Ruiz. Like damn.
Let's not forget, he also called out Klitschko before Fury got to him. He been trying to fight Klitschko, and Klitschko, I ain't saying
he was supposed to fight Charles Martin, but they bought Charles Martin from up under him. Like he was supposed to fight Joseph Parker. They bought Joseph Parker from up under because Anthony Joshua was getting paid more to fight Joshua.
Yo, man, ain't nobody trying to hop in the ring with Wilder. They would not, because they saw that fool was giving out that healthy dose of sleeper, and people didn't want to go to sleep on national TV, bro. And that's just the honest truth, bro. You could say about it, you could talk about his skills and everything, man. When he was fighting, his skills wasn't as polished as they could have been. He did start boxing late, but one thing that was a skill of his that he flourished with was getting people up out of there. And when they got in the ring with him,
my bad.
Exactly.
Y'all go ahead and cook for a second. I gotta have
TV. I always enjoy hearing what you got to say, man. I'm just saying, a lot of people they gonna discredit Wilder and all that, talking about he ain't got no skills and whatever not. But it is a skill to knock folk out. He was getting people up out of there.
And I'm gonna tell y'all how that skill translates into the ring. That is extraordinary timing with photogenic muscle memory, because he's responding after he's seen certain things. You understand? Without a jab, that's hard to do. That's hard to do when you can't set up a punch that a person know coming. Like, you understand, man? That timing gotta be
that's
perfect.
facts.
I'm talking about within 0.3 of a second, your muscle gotta react to put all of your weight into a punch. You understand, man? I never take no credit from Champ. Not to mention his mentality was, somebody pull up the interview where he say, I'm gonna catch a body in this ring.
I'm trying to tell you.
Like,
He didn't even have the best punch placement outside of because I loved his, people say he didn't have skills, but that 1-2 to throw the left straight and then the right, pop, that right straight come cross. Man, listen, Wilder was the bad boy. I don't care what nobody say. He didn't have the best jab. He was flat-footed. He was plotting. He would step back with a wide stance. He'd keep his chin up, and he still was knocking everybody ass out.
All natural. All natural.
All natural, most importantly.
Absolutely.
You can't teach timing. You can't teach timing. Like, just earlier, man, for the second time, because I had to rewatch it. And I'm watching Hernandez, and I'm watching them reward the activity, yet the timing will always trump activity. That's the reason I've been a Bud fan for so long. That's why that's my number one, because man, you can't teach timing.
That's why Tank my number one.
You how to see it and then react to it and watch that man go to sleep. Not
the
to
power
mention
part you definitely can't teach.
Right. Not to mention that many knockouts, 30-something knockouts, and he ain't never broke his hand.
That's pretty
precise his strike.
Hey, that's an important part, man. The anatomy of his punches on perfect, bro. Like, he throws a punch perfect, and I don't know if he ever been taught how to throw a punch, but man, he throw that mug perfect.
His Uncle Leroy taught him that.
Yeah. Hey, OTB, I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I never really cared for Bud Crawford, like on some real junk. But I always respected his skill set and his mentality. That because I watched this, you know. Of course, I was going for EJ. That's my boy. I don't care what nobody say. I still like Earl's skill set better to me. But man, Bud Crawford that's a bad motherfucker, boy. I ain't gonna lie. It's the mentality, dog, and his skills. He's exponentially skilled, dog. He could do things and he could switch up certain stuff, and not just because he punch hard. It's his punch placement, his punch timing, his ability to judge the distance. Oh man, the nigga he's exceptional. But I still, you know, of course, like Spence more. But yeah, Bud a bad motherfucker, man.
Bud's one of them ones for sure.
You gotta be a student of boxing to be able to perfect that many crafts. Anybody could check one box and be great at that. Anybody could be great at just scoring. Man, can you goddamn get on there and play some D2? What's gonna happen when you get hit? What you gonna do? That's what makes this shit great.
I think Bud mentality kind of helped his defense more than anything, because Bud did get hit. But when he get hit, he didn't fold, he didn't hide or run. But we're like, all right, I know. But offense, I felt like kind of was his best defense, bro. I'm telling you. That's just me. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get it. Go ahead.
OTB, you think in that Gamboa fight, you think Bud was stunned because he was weight trained? I do. That's why I ask.
I don't know. That was real early. Yeah, I mean, when fighters early like that, it's hard to really say. Not to mention, that was the first time we seen him really take a clean punch. Like, shit, we damn sure ain't seen him take a clean one from Ricky Burns.
Yeah, for sure.
So by the time the Gamboa fight come along, that's the first time is really somebody in there that we respect the punch enough. You understand? Not only was he probably weight drained, I don't doubt it when you see how big he got, but let's remember it was still early in his career then too. That was like the first fight after he cut the dreads off type shit. Like,
yeah,
that was still HBO. You understand? He was still young then, so it's hard to really say whether that had an effect on him, but I couldn't help but just give Gamboa his respect, because Bud still open up in the pocket like that when you watch it. that's the same shot Kavaliauskas caught him with. Like
It
you
is.
saying, like
But
that's
it's what he does after you get hit with a shot like that. What any fighter does after getting hit with a shot like that. That proves if you're elite or not. Because only the elite are eating a shot like that and coming back like that. It matters a lot to me.
facts. That's how you judge a fighter. At least that's how I
No
judge
doubt.
a fighter.
Me too. Me too. Fight or flight. What they're gonna do when shit hits the fan. That's how I judge all the fighters I like.
It's easy to look good. You understand? It's easy to be on a person coattail when they looking good. Can you ride with your fighter when it ain't his best night? Because some nights you're not gonna have it. I done missed full-blown layups, breakaway. Damn, how that happen? It's just ain't your night tonight, bro.
Facts. Some nights just ain't your night.
And that's what's dope about boxing. You can always relate and win fights by some other way. Like y'all was talking about, bro was talking about Bud's mentality. And I was talking about how Deontay Wilder was talking about he wanted to catch a body. And we could go back to Aaron Pryor walking down on Sugar Ray Leonard at his award ceremony. Like Mike Tyson talking about, I'm gonna eat your kids. Pause. You understand? But we could go throughout history of our fighters and when they had that mentality that you can't teach. Like you can't teach that. Can't teach hard.
Can't measure it neither. It's only in times like that you can find out what they're really made of. So I can't wait for the Shakur fight because I think that shit's a real test for that young man. I think De Los Santos is punching. I was just watching all of his fights today. That kid can punch. I don't know if they thought that one out, if it was just a circumstance of Frank Martin shit. You know what I mean? Because it's a tough fight for the kid. We're going to find out what Shakur is made of.
That is, I agree with you.
Between rounds, salute. But yeah, I like it because my man Richardson Hitchison said that, Richardson Hitchison, he's a hell of a boxer, and he's been in the ring with both of them. And he gave Edwin De Los Santos his just due. He said that, De Los Santos is the real deal. He says De Los Santos does stuff in the ring that he don't even do. And so for me to hear that from a guy like Richardson Hitchison, I put stock in that because, Hitchison, he's been with Floyd for a while. And see, another guy that y'all might not know is my guy William Foster III. That's Ben Foster's little brother.
I know
he's at the 130 division now. He was at 135. A lot of people don't remember, but he was calling to try to fight Devin and Shakur now. But nobody gave him no leeway. But he's the one that beat Edwin De Los Santos. He also destroyed Avery Sparrow. And he's 5'10", and now he's at the 130 division. And I think he said he's gonna try to get with O'Shot Foster or something. But if y'all get a chance, y'all check out William Foster. They call him the Assassin.
I'm gonna go brush up on that shit.
He undefeated. I think he got 8 knockouts. I think he's 12-0, 8 knockouts or something like that. But he's 5'10". He stopped. When he beat De Los Santos, the man's a pure boxer. At 5,
they shelved him.
Huh?
Did they shelf him after he beat De Los Santos?
Nah, he beat Avery Sparrows afterwards. He beat a couple people afterwards. He just won a fight last month. He had a big fight 2 months ago on Fight TV. It was pay-per-view. But his opponent got COVID at the last minute, or so they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they say.
So he dropped down to 130 because he said he wasn't getting no burn at 135. The 135 fighters wasn't trying to fight him. So he went down to 130. And to make 130 at 5'10", that's a hell of a feat.
You ain't lying. I wasn't about to say nothing, but because I ain't a fan of that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, me neither.
You let them go ahead and get that shit out the way. I ain't got.
But he's still young though, so he's still young. So make that weight.
Your bones ain't as dense and shit. Your bones ain't as heavy. That's why they can shed all that weight. They don't got as much muscle mass. Your bones ain't as heavy. Once you hit 25, that shit gonna set in, and then it's 5 pounds every decade after that.
That's why I say when boxers get around that 25, 26, like Devin is now, that's when them bones start getting a lot heavier. When the calcium starts to build up in them bones, where they ain't as where it's not as fluid as it used to be, where you could drop all that weight. You can't do it no more. That's why when fighters get older, they got to go up the divisions because they can't make the weight like they used to. You feel what I'm saying? Like the weight is a lot harder to make when you get older. That's why I'm telling people that Evan's not going to be in 140 very long, because yeah, he was busting his ass getting to 135, but that 140, his age has went up. So that 140 is only 5 pounds heavier. So he's still gonna have problems making that 140 as well. So pretty like by 2024, into 2024, 2025, he's gonna be in the same division as Boots. And then I want to see what they say about it then.
Bring them on. On behalf of the Devin fans, bring them on.
Facts.
You say what?
Bring them on. You already know. You know how I'm rocking up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't one of these guys that's gonna hide or none of that. Bring them on.
I know you're a G.
Let's get it.
You think he'd be good versus Boots?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a stat. Boots a bad dude. He too powerful in reality, and he's quick enough to hit these guys. So,
Yeah.
But as a Devin fan, I'm a true Devin fan, bro. And I feel like I like Devin versus everybody. So bring him on.
But you don't like it that way either, though. Devin might look good at that way. You can see what Terrence Crawford look like at 147. He look a lot different.
Boots couldn't cut the ring off neither. Boots couldn't cut the ring off neither. So you fighting a fighter like that, and you can't cut the ring off.
That was one fight, bro. That was one
fight.
That
was outright.
I think Boots gonna go up by the time Devin get there. Like I think they're gonna strategically, not even just strategically. I think that build them smart, bro. I know. But Bill's smart, bro. He's not finna set his guy up to fight no damn Boots in it at no 147. That's crazy. That'd be crazy.
If the weight Devin can play and he gonna catch him once Boots can walk through them and he realized that they don't hurt him, then your ass in trouble. Because the ring.
Hold on. And let me say this too, because I see how we moving it. Don't shoot him up there with Boots. After Devin beat Regis, because I'm focusing, like I tell everybody, I'm focused on December 9th. After Devin beat Regis, and I'm not saying he will, this other guy, but don't be surprised if Subriel Matias changes energy. I swear, I've seen this so many times when Devin whoop these so-called boogeyman heavy hitters. Don't, because Bill been saying, I know he been talking a lot of shit. I think I get y'all.
Stay away from Matias. He a bad motherfucker in the pocket.
All right, Matias, boy. Nah, but I'm not the one for I'm just telling y'all about weight, because I know a lot about weight and making weight as a boxer. I'm just telling you, when you hit a certain age, like when Shakur hit that age, you see he had to go up to 135 he spent too much time at 127 or 126.
Yeah, your boy Dev 25. That boy, he hit a different bracket.
He just turned 25 though, Thomas. Just turned that.
That's what age Shakur was. That's what age Shakur was. 35.
Hey, real talk. Bully, you ain't never one time heard me disrespect Devin. I ain't said nothing disrespectful about his skill set or anything like that.
I ain't never say you just. I said he just turned 25. Thomas, what you talking about?
I'm just saying. You saying I ain't talking about the 25 stuff. I'm about to tell you now what I'm about to lead into. Ain't no way in hell he getting in that ring with Boots.
I said I know build them smart. They're not finna set Devin up to fight that type of fight at 47. I know this. And y'all know I'm a big Devin Haney fan. Y'all already know I get up and I'm gonna speak my mind on Devin. Y'all already know. But I know reality. I know, bro, he's not no. No.
Hell no.
It's not happening.
Hell no.
But the fan in me, I'm that type of guy to be like, bring him. Oh, but I know reality. That's what I was saying.
I know that's how you feel, but it ain't no way, man. I mean, I wouldn't wish Boots on nobody, bro. I feel like if you got somebody that you really mad at, that's who you put on him right there. That man Boots, not only because of his skill set, but because he been getting like dogged. So he can't wait for that opportunity to make a name off somebody, because you say everybody I fight is garbage. I ain't fought nobody. I ain't done nothing. I won 12-0 and I lost somehow. So you know he got all that ready to just unleash on who. That's why if it's one time, it's gonna get ugly, bro. He could whoever it is, he's looking to put on a show. So
Villa
people
is still
You
recovering.
don't have to cut the ring off to put on the show.
Villa is still in recovery.
Yeah, hey, Villa boy, man, he
Villa
beat that
is still in recovery. That
That
boy
shit
got
crazy. Boots is bad mud.
But I will tell you this. One thing I do know about Devin, and I don't know if it's also the assistance of the program he was on with Snack, but it's incredible how he was able to stay there for that long, like, and be able to make that way. It's an incredible amount of discipline it takes for you to do it. And I know he has it because he sticks to his plan no matter what. So you don't get him to deviate off of his plan. So he's extremely disciplined.
It's because
So,
of what
I
Upper
mean-
said. It's the age and his discipline. His age allowed him to do it right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because he's hitting that bracket where pretty soon
It's older.
it's gonna be
It's harder
difficult.
for him to make them smaller weights.
Yo.
But Devin a small guy. Devin like 5'9", 5'10", ain't he? Like that's
Five-
not a small guy.
Yeah,
He
about like,
5'9".
he tall.
He 5'9".
He definitely 5'9".
5'8"
Because he
and a
looked
half.
taller than he looked way
Yeah,
taller
Boots.
than
You know,
Philip,
Boots
you
is
see-
5'10". All I'm saying is, when you're younger in the early 20s, you can make
Damn,
them
man, that
younger
shit's
weights.
fucked up.
But as you get older, it's harder to make them down weights right there, bro. That's all I'm saying, because your body metabolizes differently, and your muscles densify, and your body and your bones start to calcify. So you don't get to make it, like, you know, most of the time we got a lot of cartilage, and it starts to turn over as we hit the ages of 25, 26, 27. That's why, like I was saying, Shakur's a big kid. But you see, Shakur had to move up because his body couldn't make that weight no more. But you know, hey, if he can make the weight, let him make it. But I want to see fighters make their weight comfortably. Because, I mean, y'all see Devin walk around at 170 now. We see that.
Y'all see where Bill left the door open for 135? Why would he do that? Why would he say I got 130?
No.
Come on, man.
D1,
That's
you know, he did
dumb.
a lot of dancing around in his answers, but
That's
he did
dumb,
answer most
dog.
of those questions. He
He
said
did.
it's strictly
He did.
leverage. It's
I spoke
strictly
to the
leverage.
man. I spoke to the man. I know what
I
it
know
is.
you did. I know you did. I know you did, man. I'm saying, man, my man know that them belts is strictly only for leverage. That's it. That's all. They ain't got no plans on going to fight in 135 unless they absolutely have to.
And
So,
if
like,
Tank even
that's
wants
why.
them shits.
Yeah, they ain't fight. I wouldn't even fight Tank. If I was Devin, I would not fight Tank at 135. That's
Hell
like
no.
suicide, dog. I would not do that.
He drained
You
his
gotta
shit.
come up and fight me here at this way. I want to
That's
fight
why
you. So go ahead. My bad.
I think
Go ahead.
that's cap. That's why I think what he was saying is cap. You know, you ain't leaving 140. You'll put your son on the executing block just to get a big fight.
Bro, like Up said.
Even his own fans know that's not a good look for him. He gets
Bullet even to
hit
tell
one
you.
time, it's out. You'd be
He ain't
drained
gonna
as
be
shit.
at he ain't gonna be at 140 for long, man. That dude is huge, bro.
I
He's a
said
big
2
dude.
fights, including this one. 2 fights.
Yeah, I say, like, I mean, he would try to strive to unify. I mean, do undisputed, but he ain't got a very big time window. His gap is getting small because that's a huge dude, man. When you look at him, he big, dog. That's a big. He just look small.
But also the belts is not just leverage for Tank. See, people just thinking of leverage for Tank. Nah, the belts is for leverage in any of these other guys at the 140 division as well, in regards of going after their belts.
Oh, that's
it's the leverage in the situation. That's what I'm saying.
WBO. The WBO.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why it's not just Tank, because whether Tank take the fight, and you know I'm gonna say this, and I know how y'all, whether Tank take the fight or not, Devin still have to have leverage over other guys, because remember, this is going to be his first fight at 140. So with him having these belts, he get an automatic shot at these other champions, regardless.
Tank it's whether Devin takes the fight. Tank does the offering.
Yeah. But also I would say that I would say this too. When you listen to both his dad and himself answer, he has never alluded to the fact that he will fight Tank at 135. He know that's a foregone conclusion. He know And trust me, he even know more so after getting that JoJo Diaz was all right. I understand something, but that Loma really said, nah, I can't fight him at 135. It ain't gonna be a good fight for me here. So he know that ain't leverage for change. That's leverage for everybody else. Like you said, including mainly for Shakur, who I don't believe he should even fight there at that day because Shakur is more.
He don't need leverage for Shakur, I don't think. I think Devin's way bigger than Shakur is. I mean, lately, all over YouTube streets, everybody fucking with the Haneys. Everybody's a Haney fan.
They also crucified Devin, trying to say Devin duck Shakur.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. It's the leverage of the people. The leverage of, okay, Shakur may get a belt, or
I think Devin and his pops brought a little bit up on themselves, entertaining talk that they know was not even. So you had no plans on fighting him at 135. So don't even entertain. And that's what D1 saying.
I think he would have.
Even talking about this stuff.
I think he would have.
You think he'll fight Shakur at 135?
If Shakur would have took the offer, he would have. If the offer would have been accepted. But I'm not gonna fight Shakur for anything less. And Bill said this. Bill said, I'm not finna fight Shakur. And D1 even asked him. D1 was on his ass. No, I think it was Just Do. Just Do was on his ass. Because Bill was trying to skate around the question. I know this. I'm a devil. But Bill said, he was like, is he fighting Shakur? And essentially Bill said no. I ain't gonna lie to you. He said no. And right now he don't know. After what happened with with all this talk and stuff, it don't look like it. That's what Bill said. I pay attention to everything. So
I just told him you can make a case for both guys being I know what it is. That boy ain't making no 135 again. And if you
Bullet, he ain't.
I know he ain't going to 140. I know he ain't going to 135. I know he ain't going to 135.
I think that first fight against Kambosos was his last bit of like, all right, I can get a good fight in at 135. The second fight at Kambosos, he should not have been in the ring. It was just that he was so much better than Kambosos that it really didn't matter. Yeah, but that Loma fight showed a whole bunch.
Yeah, well, Loma was on his best Loma that night. That was like
Loma was, but Devin couldn't be at his best.
Loma was on his shit that night.
Yeah, he was, but the Devin couldn't be at his best, bro. And he knew I gotta go up, bro. I can't do this no more. It ain't even worth it, and it ain't worth it for him. You want to give your best product every time you in that ring. You definitely can't do it at 135. He's too damn big, bro. That's why I understand people saying, "Hey, they saying it, so hold them to this." But that's just like how, man, I'm a USC fan. When they've been sucking big time this year, man, on defense, and every time instead of holding yourself accountable and telling the deal, you be giving coach speak. That's what they doing right now. They just giving that stuff that butter you up. That's that embellishment, that buttery talk just to make it sound good. But we know that ain't gonna happen, man. And I don't even hold it against Devin. I seen how he looked against Crawford, man. He was bigger than Crawford. So
about to fight. What belt is Dave about to fight Regis for?
The WBC, the same belt. Yeah, the WBC.
They about to fight for the WBC. He move up. He can only trump the mandatory with the WBO belt. So who got the WBO belt at 140? Because he
WBC.
That's T.O.'s belt.
T.O. Fimo.
Yeah, T.O. belt.
That's T.O. belt.
But Devin got it at 135, so he can use it if he loses against Regis. He can slingshot back up and fight T.O. the very next fight. But I think if you lose to Regis, you ain't ready. You ain't gonna do that.
He beat Regis. He gonna beat Regis.
I think he can. I think this is a tough
I know
fight.
It's not a foregone conclusion. I know.
I think it's gonna be a real good fight, man.
I think he can beat Regis, but I think a lot of people sleep on Regis' skill set. And I think they sleep on his legs, bro. Go ahead.
I think us as fans need to run them pay-per-view numbers up for the kid too. I'm buying that shit twice just so it guarantees him the right split and we get the fight we all fucking want, because we're arguing every day, doing our shit every day. People probably think I hate Devin, and I don't. I like the kid, just not as much as I like Tank. So I go back and forth with Devin fans, and they think it is what it is. But
shout out Big Dose. Man. I asked Big Dose, what's the proper dose this morning? That man told me straight like this. I don't know if you read the comment, but he said, "Hey, it's Tank versus Devin. Take that is 1 to 2 times in the morning and 3 times at night." I feel that. That's what I'm on, bro. I own nothing else. Honestly, me being honest, go ahead. Yo, yeah, you gotta have it. Me being honest, I would rather have that fight than any other. Well, I like that Berta Beeve and Bill fight too, but that's the fight that I want the most. That Tank versus Devin, and that's all I want to entertain. So I hope that Regis brings his best, and Dev brings his best, and Dev's best is just a little better than Regis. And I hope that Tank wins his fight so that the next fight we run it. And I think that after if Devin should beat Prograis, he should be on Tank neck heavy, hard, just talking. Put the pressure on that Mickey Freaky, so he gotta go on and respond. And Tank, he better respond.
Yeah, hey, what I want to say about that real quick, salute to you, Thomas, man. Appreciate that shout out, man. Hey, what I want to say about that is as far as Devin going back down to 135, right? Another channel that I watch, he likes to show Devin how he looked at the weigh-in versus Kambosos, right? Because he looked so bad. You look at that and you be like, man, he should not be at 135, right? But then what he negates to say is he went on to fight Lomachenko at that same weight after that weigh-in that you love to show of him. You know what I'm saying?
He looked bad at that one too, though.
Yeah, he looked bad at
Loma too. I'm sure he did, but they didn't show it live, though. So you know, what I'm
saying, because it looked worse than that Loma, man. I mean that Kambosos, man. They said people who was there said he looked really bad, bro. The fact that he was able to fight Loma was impressive, bro.
I'm sure he did, Thomas. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he was able to fight him and win was impressive. You know what I'm saying? And I'm with you, bro. I don't want to see him fight Tank at 35. I want to see him fight Shakur at 35. But what he needs to do is stop saying that he'll do that, though, because he's making himself look bad. You know what I'm saying? So too. He making himself
but like those say, it's a leverage, man. It's a play. That's all it is. I understand it. It's what you do to move your. He got to. I mean, for the accomplishments he do have, people still don't give him the credit that he earned. You know what I'm saying? He earned the credit.
Haters out here, Thomas. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you there.
I'm losing damn friends out this mug, man. Over Devin, bro. And it's crazy, bro. People that I met online. Now I ain't never met these people in real life, but I could sit on and be cool, man. We've been kicking it for like 6-7 years, right?
Fact. You always find out the true testament of a person's character when things ain't ideal or bad, bro. So they probably wasn't people you really would have rocked with in real life, man. Because no matter through ups and downs, thick and thin, bad times or good times, if you solid, you solid, and that's what you gonna always be.
That's a fact, Thomas.
Real, recognize real.
And that let me know that too, because one dude told me he can't rock with me no more because I like Devin, and the other dude just told me I can't say nothing else on this channel. And while talking about that.
Damn.
Man, the first thing I would have said would have been nothing else. I would have typed it and said that.
What the fuck?
Man, so you know what I did behind that though? I unsubbed and I hit do not suggest no more.
Fact.
For sure.
But you gonna sit here and disrespect me, tell me what I can't say on your channel, and I'm not even talking to you.
I'm pretty sure I know who that is, bro, because that person just disrespectful all the way around.
You kicking boxing at the sports bar. Straight up, dog.
But that's why we over here at the upper echelon sports bar, baby boy. You always got a voice. You always got an opinion, and it's welcome, baby.
My point is, though, fellas,
I feel man, gonna make that point.
Just try to remember, man, this is boxing. This is a sport that we all love, bro. And stop putting your feelings so much into it, man. That's all.
Get facts over folk that don't even know you.
Bro, man, them people is fans of boxers. They're not fans of boxing. There is a difference. You understand? We are fans of boxing first.
Yo, say that again, OTB.
I'm a fan of a few boxers, but I'm a fan of boxing first. You understand? As a sport. So, man, don't pay that shit no, man. You keep doing what you're doing. Bro.
I don't. I did what I should have did. Unsub and put do not suggest no more. You know what I'm saying? I won't be back over there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no thing to me, bro. You know, I still love the sport, and that's what I'm in it for, to see the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? All the other stuff, the cap and all that, that's just some old bull crap banter. You know what I'm saying? That I really don't take serious, but I will entertain.
Yeah, because it's funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie, so I'll be
and that's what it's supposed to be. These dudes be getting all in a bunch, though.
Yeah, no,
that's what I be telling people. That's why I always say, like, you know, salute to KO. That's my boy. That's my guy. And I always tell KO them. I say, listen, at the end of the day, I'll fuck with you. I'll fuck with y'all boys, and it's all from me. I'm talking. And y'all know Thomas know, bro. Me and DeMonte, we go heavy for them. We talk crazy, you know, all this stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, I always tell Thomas and everybody, KO, salute, all them boy, BF. That's my brody. It's all love. It's all love at the end of the day. I don't take it to heart. I have my opinion, you have yours. But it's all love. It be some of these other guys, they be, oh, Devin Haney fans getting their emotions. They'll say that and then be in the comment section, oh, you a dummy, you a bum ass nigga, like talking crazy. Like, bro, I don't even know you.
Disrespecting your own people. Your own people, reason. Bro.
For at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, you could not like him, but it's certain things that you have to respect about what he doing within this sport. Yeah, I mean, until your favorite fighters start moving how little dude moving, because little dude ain't little dude no more. And little dude been moving that way since, you understand, he was calling out Lomachenko. Like I've been watching little dude. So he been moving a certain type of way, and a lot of fighters don't move like that. So when people don't like, you understand, that's the knock. Like shit. But
did y'all see that? Did y'all see that interview with Bill on 7-8 channel yesterday?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, man! If y'all didn't see it, man, go back and watch it, man. We had the Queen Ashley's corner on there too, right? You know what I'm saying? And Bill made a good ass point. He said, did Regis Prograis not call Tank out? Did he call Tank out or not? Yes.
Absolutely.
We went now who fighting him? We are. Okay. Did Lomachenko not call Tank out for years? Yes. We fought him. So he said, so from now on, if you got any problems with Tank, you better watch out because you're gonna have a problem with us.
Hey, that's an excellent selling point.
Tank along because you're gonna have a problem with us.
but you can't see what Bill really doing though, right?
I mean, it's the truth though.
It's his version of the truth, bro.
That ain't the truth. Don't you start it.
It's his version of the truth, man.
Thomas. Is that the truth? Did Lomachenko call Tank out?
Lomachenko probably mentioned he would like to fight him.
No,
calling him out. Calling him out, bro. This is what I'm gonna say. Loma got the first official call out for show from Devin when that Mickey Freaky stepped up in the ring. Because back in the days, that's how you called the Mickey Freaky out. You can talk all you want, but you show up in that ring, yeah, you next. I want you, sucker. And all that other stuff they used to do. That's what he did. He pulled up on Loma, and he pulled up and prayed, hey, look, you heavyweight. This is lightweight. This is heavyweight. So, you know, at this point in time, I'm right. Whatever weight I'm in, this weight is right in your face. Now, what you gonna do about it? Right, I'm here because of you, and I want what you got. And that's an official call out to me. All this other stuff that they do, that's all just to sell promote a fight or generate the buzz. And I respect the generation of buzz, but when he went in that ring, that's a call out. When Shakur went in that ring, that's a call out. They at the fight, they won't tank. Get in that Mickey Freaky ring and get in his face and say, you ain't. All you is a paper champ. You said I was email, you a paper champ. Now let's make it happen. I'm gonna go handle my business You better handle your business, and we locking up next. That's the
Well,
call out
Thomas,
for me.
the only thing. Oh yeah, go ahead. My
To
fault.
be exact, Nick J. Floyd Mayweather threatened Tank with Loma.
Straight up.
I'll feed
Straight
you
up.
the Loma. Keep on. I'm gonna feed you the Loma.
He said, "You shut your goddamn mouth before I call Loma."
That's
But Loma didn't even know how to speak English, and he was saying he wanted to fight Tank in perfect English.
Yeah. Hey, he said, he called King of Twitter fingers. He said maybe he'll fight me.
You see, the only problem with that though is too, you got to get Bob Arum online as well too,
But who
because
followed
Bob Arum
him?
got to make his money. He got to make his money, and it's got to be a way where because Bob Arum's used to making all the money. The fighters don't get a good portion of the fight. See where they at? The fighters get a great portion of the money, the proceeds as they like to call it. Bob ain't like to letting proceeds go. So, that's why he be giving them damn 360 contracts, and he don't really want to do business because once they see, what do you think Terrence Crawford acting a fool right now? You see all that money he got? He ain't never seen like that before under Bob.
Yeah.
So, I hear what y'all saying. I respect it. I have no problems with it. But to me, you show up to that fight, you really want to fight, you get in that ring. Because in that moment, it takes courage just to go up them 3 steps to get in the ring and fight for real. But when you ain't got nothing to do, you only there as a spectator and you get up there, that means I'm here to more than just spectate. I'm letting you know right here, right now, it's me and you. Now, what you gonna do about it? And that's how because I'm from the old guard.
Yeah, I feel that, Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I feel that.
So I'm not disagreeing with what y'all say. They did call him out. But that's the ultimate call out right there. Because in that moment, everybody sees it. That's why I say,
so Thomas, we used to things being done a certain way from back
that's
in
a
the day.
fact. That's a
Times
fact.
have changed, man. You know
That's
what I'm
a fact.
saying? Now they bang over social media. Back in the day, we banged
They
in
studio banging.
Right, we banged in person. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
times have changed, man. These young kids, they see them social media call outs as the real deal.
But yeah, man, respect to Devin. Man,
But
respect
I
to
agree
Devin.
with
And let me
you,
say,
though.
go ahead.
I agree with you though. You know what I'm saying? You get in that ring, that's something real. You know what I'm saying? Even though Shakur ain't say shit when he got in the ring, but he still got in there, and you got to give him that.
Yeah, he went in there with the intention, but like I said, that was never supposed to be the course. And they even said that on He Who Will Not Be Named's channel when they all was on that channel together. Like we wasn't supposed to do it at this time. That was the agreement we had. We was gonna let it build and we were gonna get to our full potential and then make the fight. I blaze my trail, you blaze your trail, we make the trail hot. It's gotta come together. So like I understand what happened and how the internet done intertwined everything and they doing their promotions, he's doing his thing, trying to get his thing up, and it touched nerves and whatnot. Because I mean, a lot of people think poor Punk, and he ain't no punk. A lot of people think Dev a punk. He ain't no punk. You don't be a punk and get in that ring like that, bro. Like I could talk all this junk about me, but in my current state, I'm gonna have to be super hard to deal with for me to get the best of Dev, because that Mickey Fricky in shape. He in shape. Right. And he knows how to use his hands to set up stuff. So yeah, I just can't go up in there and just think I'm a bull. For instance, Ngannou, this dude, like he's some Tyson Fury. Nah, I gotta have some kind of form of discipline because he got extreme amount of discipline. He ain't afraid. So nah, I don't believe you're afraid, but I know he know it's not a good idea for him to get in that ring with Shakur when he just got up in the ring with Loma, bro. And I'm being honest about it. Nobody is straight up honest. That Devin is going to struggle against the Shakur that just moved up. It needs to be at a weight where they're at their best, both of them. And that's when that fight is going to be at its highest. And that's what makes more sense business-wise. But hell, I ain't got no problems with Dev calling folk out. Hell, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
I like the way
think about this, big bro. Think about this. People love to talk about Bill Haney, cap. Yes, all he do is cap. Okay, if he do, he's still giving you something to talk about. as a
Oh, he give you
content,
definitely.
as a
Yeah,
content
he
creator.
definitely give you content.
My
Oh,
question
Bill is
is,
gold standard for it.
man, they
Go ahead.
25 now. So we keep saying when they potential
Normal.
fill out,
Yes,
when they
yes,
bodies
sir.
fill out. When do we realistically expect these fights to happen? Because
I said
every
It's gonna
47.
happen next because he said it was next. He said
every
next.
year that it don't happen,
Me
Who
too,
said
we face
next?
bro.
the reality that we could be stalled
That
out.
was us.
Tank said he wants Devin next.
Yeah.
Want
And
Yeah,
Devin
for
next.
Tank.
I'll tell you like
Yeah,
this.
for Tank.
I'm a whole Tank to that. He
Yeah,
said
yeah,
he
yeah,
Me
yeah.
too. Me too.
he got to show me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't with none
Thing
of that
is, though,
bullshit.
Upper, if we hold Tank to that, right? We got to hold Devin to what he said. Devin said, "I'll come back down to fight him."
Yep.
I don't want it at 135.
And I don't even want to see that. That shit
I don't want
crazy.
it at 135.
I
I
don't
don't want
either,
that
man.
35 at
Dante,
all.
salute, Dante. I don't want it. I want it where they both
We all
strong.
agree.
I'm gonna
I
say it
want it where
right
they
now.
both
If he
can
go
fight.
down to 35 to fight Tank, man, I see him get knocked out. Straight
If
up.
he goes down to fight Devin at 35, it's not going to be a good fight, and it's not going to be what I want to see. It ain't going to
Right.
be what I've been waiting for years. Like, I've been waiting for this Tank and Devin fight for about 5 years now. And I'm not trying
For
to see
sure,
the
fact.
half-ass version of it. I want to see
Hell
both
no.
of them. They both really strong. I don't
Hell
want
yeah.
arbitration clauses. I don't want none of that. I want Tank at
Yeah,
his
yeah.
I want Devin at his best. If you feel like that you need to come in a little bit lighter, Tank, come in a little bit lighter. I say, Devin, if you feel like you need to come in at 140 and rehydrate up. I don't want no
Yeah.
excuse. I don't want nothing like that Ryan Garcia debacle when they talking about he was weight drained. I want whoever wins to get their just due, get their credit, because he beat Barrios at 140. Of course, he had a hydration clause, but now Tank is a different fighter from that. And I feel like, look, if you're gonna fight a fighter, fight a fighter. I don't feel like handicapping a fighter because I feel like that's coward stuff. And
I don't think it's handicapping. I think it's reasonable. To be honest,
I keep it 100 for everybody, and I want to see the best fighting the best at the best. And if I see Devin fighting at 135, he's not gonna be at his best. Hell, he struggled with Loma at 135. You feel what I'm saying? He struggled to make weight, and people don't realize making that weight is crucial. That's why when people gamble, they sit there and they watch the weigh-ins because that can tell. You can tell how bad a fighter put in this. You can tell how drained the fighter's going to be by how much he had to do to make weight.
Facts.
And I'm not
Facts.
trying to see no half-ass version of a fight that I've been waiting for 5 years. Like I was pissed off about the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, and like we've been waiting for that for so long, and it was a big dud. But yes, we're gonna get a better fight in the rematch because like I said, I feel like Earl was hurt and he still wasn't gonna pass up on that bag because he passed up on the Pacquiao bag, so he said he wasn't about to miss another bag, and I feel him. But,
Yeah, he had to miss that bag, though.
I'm gonna say like
Man,
this.
that shit wasn't no good.
That shit wasn't no dad, depending on who you fucking rooting for.
Let me finish, bro. Like I said, I want to see Tank versus Devin at their best. This is what people been crying for years. This is what I want to see. I want to see them rock out. I want to see somebody go to sleep or not, but I want to see the best of the best fighting at the best. And then I say the winner go for Shakur. You feel
Sounds
what I'm
good to
saying?
me.
Well, that'd
That's
be
what I want to see.
beautiful.
Great.
Yeah, that's
That's what I want too, big bro.
And if I feel like
we all want to up you.
if Tank, and I'm gonna tell you like this: if Tank fights Devin at 140, bring Shakur ass up to 142. Fuck it, because
Shakur said he ain't going.
Shakur be
Shakur
big
should
as hell
go
in
with
the
his
ring
fat
too.
ass.
Shit,
Mission
big ass better go up there. He want that fight. He said he been up in it.
Valdez. He was 160.
Nah, I
versus
know.
Valdez.
He
But he
was
said that.
huge versus
He
Valdez.
said he ain't going. He said he feel comfortable at 130 at 135. He said he want to take over 135 for a long time. That's why I'm not even worried about Shakur. I'm gonna call out his BS because other people not. So
Man,
I
Shakur
think
won't
they
get
know
bad.
Devin gonna
They're
be a
still playing
welter.
dead because Shakur said he ain't going up. Oh,
That's bullshit. That's some bullshit.
They will.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Shakur's a big boy.
Dose is right though. That's right.
He comes
That's
in the
some
ring about
bullshit,
160. He comes in
That
the
boy
ring about
5'10".
160.
That
I'm
boy
gonna say like
big
this:
as
Shakur comes in the ring at 160. I'm not trying to hear he not coming up to fight. No,
I ain't hearing that shit.
that's like you say you is. You sat there and spar with Terrence Crawford this whole fight camp. Don't sit there and tell me what you can and can't.
But Shakur,
fuck that. 2 years ago, he was in the ring with you guys. I know. I broke the shit down.
Exactly.
He was in the ring with you guys. We could watch the
last
film.
year.
Last
year he was in there with you guys. And he be
OTB.
And Shakur spars
Y'all
with
better
Boots.
put him on the
Boots
stage.
Ennis. Shakur spars with Boots Ennis as well. So don't tell
Big
me.
OTB.
Plus,
He also sparred with Big Baby.
Yeah,
So
I ain't
you
hearing
know.
But
I ain't
Big
hearing
Baby,
that shit.
but Big Baby
I ain't
don't
hearing
be
that
squad
shit at all.
full at him. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Shakur about to have some work with Jahan Ingram because people don't realize, but Jahan Ingram's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter.
I like Ingram, bro.
I
like
too.
And he's just not no walk in the park because hell, he used to spar with Tank and all them. The boy's still undefeated now. Jahan Ingram been with Mayweather and them.
He said Tank can't box.
out here, bro.
Did you see that interview where he said Tank can't box?
They say he got out on
Tank. In the Mayweather gym.
They said he got out on Tank. They said Jahan Ingram a beast. They say he got out on Tank before.
Yeah, he was talking real heavy.
He dropped Rolling up off of there. And he just dropped
he was talking real heavy.
He dropped Shakur Cousin off as well.
My man throw like 90 punches a fight, still managed to knock his opponents out almost every single fight. Tank, it takes more skill to set up power punchers.
Out there. He doesn't need to throw a lot of punches. He's
to set traps, to do all that. It takes even a higher level
Wilder
of boxing.
And people don't give it
It's
to him.
another level.
Hey, but what happens though when
earlier,
you
y'all.
run up against that offensive wizard?
That is
that
it.
he's straight knocked out.
I'm gonna tell you like this:
That's
Judah
dunking
Ben
all
Israel.
knocked out.
Hey, look,
God,
Judah Ben-
damn.
hold on,
When
y'all.
you're
Listen,
busy,
Man,
Ben
he's
Israel.
timing
We
crazy.
keeping it 100 up here. Devin ain't knocked out nobody in 90 rounds. How the hell you think he gonna knock out Tank? Tank has a chin, Judah Ben Israel.
no,
Get out of here with that bull crap, man.
I think he's trolling, dog. I think he's trolling.
Hey, we talk about skill set. How about this? Because I know people like to say, oh, Devin has struggled with southpaws, and that's y'all opinion. I'm cool with it. Oh, they take away his jab. They take away his jab, right? Well, every southpaw he fought. No, I'm just saying. I guess the top
It's the
southpaw.
stance. It's
Every
the stance.
southpaw he fought, besides
That's why he opened up in the pocket.
Nah, but even so, he do jab them. But if you notice what he do, he adapted what they doing. And when you look at the stats, because people gonna say whatever they gonna say, but when you look at the stuff, he outlands them in terms of power punches. Because instead of jabbing, now he's hooking them. Now he's going to the body and stuff like that. He outlands them in power punches, while they may take away his jabs to a certain extent. He still jabs, but he outlands them in power punches. But people don't talk about that.
It's not. It's
I'm
not them.
People
It's the
don't realize-
stance.
I got one
People
question.
don't realize how explosive Tank is, bro. When he fought Mario Barrios, he timed Mario Barrios. Look, Mario Barrios shot a jab out, and Tank at the time he shot the jab out, Tank shot under that man's jab and connected with him over the top before he could pull his jab back.
Because he disguises punches. He disguises his punches.
Oh,
Not
That's
even
it.
that,
Israel.
y'all.
Okay.
Psychologically, man, any of y'all ever really knocked somebody out before?
You-
Like
Hell
you ever
yeah.
really? Okay, so just imagine, bro. Like, man,
Hey, look, when you
Tank
hit,
done
when you
already
hit him,
knocked that man out before.
hey OTB, when you hit
Like,
him,
man,
though, you know
man,
you knocked him out when you hit him. When you
Man.
hit him, you can feel it. It's like the sweet
You
spot.
know it.
You can feel it, like you can
Man.
feel it, like you can feel it in your wrist, your joints. Like you like, man, that man gone. Like, because when you connect, you can just feel the shock. You can feel the man brain shake when you hit him. You like, oh, he done. And you just
It's
watch
like-
it work.
It's like hitting a baseball perfect on a bat
Yeah, it
or a
go-
golf ball.
It
It's
go-
just like
And
you
once
know
you
it.
see them photogenic moments that allow them 0.3 of a second to present themselves for you to put your
Exactly.
weight into this punch, the next time you see them, it's gonna be 3 times worse because the kid is it got better. You understand? So as far as Tank and Dev go, like I don't want to see that shit. Tank gonna put that boy to sleep.
I want to see it.
And
at
I'm
140.
cool with that opinion. But
In
I
front
will
of
say
the
this:
whole
y'all gonna be
world.
surprised how much Devin walking Tank down, hitting him with jabs and hitting him with shots. It sounds funny.
I get
Devin
you,
gonna
dog.
walk
I
Tank
get you,
down.
bro.
Yeah.
This is silly.
He's gonna walk Tank down quite a bit in that fight.
Everybody that's done walk Tank down has picked themselves up off the ground. I'm just
Yeah, but they didn't have head movement and feet work like that.
Okay,
Dev's got good upper body movement.
Everybody's
My fault,
that
baby.
walk Tank down has got helped out the ring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dev
well,
goes
this
right
sounds
into
good.
the
That's why
right
it gotta
into the
happen, bro.
brick
I
too.
can show you
That's why it
Kambosos.
gotta
I
happen.
can show you Lomachenko. I can show
Yeah.
you Linares all hitting Dev when he opened up in the pocket.
Yeah,
A fighter like
but he
Tank
fought them differently.
in that type of timing, man, you talking about holding the phone. Dev better be sleeping with the phone.
Holding the phone, he got hit while holding the phone.
You said that phone about to get hung up.
When you
He
get
gonna
hit
about
in
to
a
be
fight,
meet
back to
Mr.
what you used
Downtown.
to.
This is gonna be like
Hit
do
in a fight,
do
certain
do.
things that you're
The
used
phone
to.
you
And you see when Loma was hitting Dev, he reverted back to what he was used to. Now I'm gonna tell you like this: if Tank get off half of what Loma got off to that man right there, bro,
Yeah,
we
it's
gonna
over.
be big up in Dev because his stock's gonna rise, but he's gonna take an L with it, like everybody else
Isn't
that's
that
done fought. His stock's gonna rise. Like
And you know what?
I'm gonna tell you like this: I'd rather see. I mean, I'm gonna be like this. Bill Haney even said he don't think Dev can beat Shakur. He said if you get off on Shakur once or twice, that's a good day. He even admits that Shakur gets out on Devin every time. And I feel like Tank and Shakur is 50-50. So how do you, if Bill, his own daddy, is not
That video was 4 years ago
Yeah,
or
how
3.
y'all
That
gonna
video
do
about 3 years ago.
Tank.
I mean, you know, Shakur's only getting better with age.
And
that's it.
Dev got better too.
That is
That's why
true.
Bill say Shakur got good defense with the people he was fighting. Dev gonna piece Shakur ass up too. I'm telling y'all gonna see.
That's what I
Okay,
like.
Y'all gonna see.
That's
All right, don't worry.
crazy
Y'all
Don't
say
to
worry.
hear
Y'all
that
gonna
out
see.
loud.
okay, I got a perfectly
I'm
good
just
question.
saying
Right?
that the
Y'all say Devin
problems
got
that
better
you
with
had
age.
then,
Yo,
you still ain't
Salute to the Queen, Nick J in the
OTB,
building.
OTB, you got a good analytical
Here
mind,
you
right?
go, Nick. Come up
So
and
they
cook
say,
for us.
so they saying Devin got better with age, right? He's getting better with age, right? So if
Yeah.
Devin would have fought Lomachenko when he first called him out, and Lomachenko was still young and fresh before he fought Tio, how y'all think that would have played out?
Devin would have whooped his ass.
When
He would have whooped him.
the oldest Lomachenko,
Hey, but
Devin
okay,
beat him out.
upper. Hold on. Let me say this, because since we want to talk about like this, because y'all looking at it in the stance of
No, I'm just asking.
Devin. No. I'm finna break it down. Why? Because y'all looking at it in the stance he struggled with Loma, but Devin was also weight drain struggling, and he wasn't as powerful as he was when he was kind of like in the 135 prime. Yeah, bro. I never boxed, but I've been in a lot of fights.
Hey, Bullet.
Yeah.
I threw that out there to see what y'all was gonna say. You feel me, Bullet? You caught on to it.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah, I already know.
Hey, look, I was going
saying
to sit there and see, and you know something, you the first Devin fan that really caught on to it right there, right? Because if people listen to what I say, I tell you that weight drain, it affects a fighter a lot. But a lot of people don't listen to what I say, right? And yes, Devin's been struggling to make weight. So that's why the Lomachenko fight was much harder. And when Devin was making weight, I felt like he would have beat Loma a lot better at a different weight.
Facts.
But I'm just keeping it real though. But a lot of people can't answer that the correct way you did. So I got to give you acknowledgement because you did answer it correctly. Like I said, I keep it 100.
Well, he learned from the best. I told that Mickey Freaky that just the other day.
Yeah, I can't say that. Man, he had perfectly sound logic on that one right there. I feel like
but it's true. It's true. The only reason why he struggled because he was weight drained.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he struggled because Loma showed the fuck up.
OTB.
Well, Loma did show him, and there's some things that he could take advantage of.
What you say?
Loma is a great fighter, bro. Loma is somebody that you can't if Tank fight Loma, I'm gonna give this man all the credit in the world, bro, because Loma is a special fighter, bro. On some real jump.
Hey, let me get this one off, Bullet. Let me get this one off because I love this topic right here. I love this one.
Ortiz arguably beat Loma ass.
He did beat him.
I had Jermaine Ortiz beat Loma ass.
He did beat him. There ain't no
7-5.
argument to me. He beat him. He definitely beat him.
Or 6.
Off a layoff, close the fight out strong, but he definitely
prime Loma neither. Like, you understand? Loma ain't been the same since.
Yeah, Loma's not in his prime. There's no way.
Facts.
Well past.
Loma was in prime fighting Gary Russell Jr. and Riggins, and man,
Loma at 130 is his prime.
130 prime.
Yeah, 130 Loma's tough.
Too much for Loma.
It's a different Lomachenko.
But let me get this off though for a quick second, man, because this is a talking point that I also get backlash on. I don't have nothing against no fighter. I want everything to be level. I think that there should be a commission in play that makes sure that across the globe, in every aspect of boxing, everything is governed the same and everybody is held to the same accountability. That being said, I preface that to say this. If Tank does fight Loma, he's going to knock his ass out. And he's going to be, he fought an old Loma. And he won't ever get the credit that is deserved him because it's Loma that's past his prime. And I would agree. I don't want to see the fight with Loma no more because he's not something that will give Tank the true proper credit that he deserves, even though it's a good name. But this is the thing. How come Tank is old and he ain't fought nobody? When he's 3.5 years older than one person, 4.5 years older than another person, but their best victories are against people that are 5 years older than Tank.
10.
That's all I want to know.
The fight we want him to fight is gonna be next. We've been hearing this shit since Barrios. Like really, as proud of Tank as I was for taking the Ryan Garcia fight. Let's be real. Everybody else already had a dance partner, and Ryan was who was left. You understand that?
That's true. That's true.
Everybody else had a dance partner because Dev was fighting Cambo, so that was who was left. Now we expect you to, and I'm sorry, I still feel like that's why I gotta respect what Dev doing because Regis is a tough fight, man, and Dev gonna have
a very tough fight.
A dark place to win that fight because I didn't see Regis go to that dark place. I didn't see him go there.
Facts. I seen Regis get pieced up and then hit somebody with one shot and put him to sleep. I seen it.
Facts. But this is the only thing that I say, OTB, because people will downplay resumes, and I really don't like doing that because they all ain't fought black fighters. And really, the black fighter you want to fight is your favorite fighter. So they all ain't fighting each other. And on top of that, they all done fought old cats. The people that's fighting the less amount of old cats is Tank. Yeah, he gets the most backlinks.
Tank fought
and on top
fighters.
He fought the most undefeated and current champions at that, but he gets and Regis is a great fighter, but he's 34 years old. He's still he's like 6 years older than Tank. So when are we gonna stop taking these narratives out of play and just push for the fights? That's all I want to see is the fights.
And since I done had a channel, bro, like, yeah, I mean, I ain't no Tank hater or none of that.
Oh shit.
I mean, I respect the kid talent, but you move funny, like, yeah, I mean, and we allow it. And we allow it because we love knockouts. So we keep buying this bullshit just so we can see somebody that we know gonna get put to sleep. And this is not the sport of boxing. That ain't what this shit about. It just ain't.
That's why I was glad that Tank showed that he can do the sweet science. But people don't realize boxing IQ is also knocking somebody out too, setting them up for a trap. And like I said, we got 4 great fights coming up. We got Shakur fight, we got Boo Boo fight, we got Dev fight, and it was one more fight that was coming up that I want to see all 4 of these.
Floyd.
Now Floyd, I think he pushed this fight back to next year.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Hey, yo, that's real solid of Floyd too. I mean, he didn't be commended for
shout out
that.
to Floyd Mayweather. He said he was going to take a step back and let Devin shine.
I don't know if it's his.
They're talking all that crap about Floyd, and Floyd.
You think it's that, or he can't find a dance partner? I don't think he can find it.
Big Dose, man. You know you always welcome, man. Everybody welcome up here, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Like I tell y'all before, I'm not a Devin hater, a Shakur hater, or a Tank hater. I mess with them all. I like them all. I just hate when people push narratives and try to make it seem like one's ducking the other. And so I play the objective person because you can't say one is ducking when they all out here trying to fight. It's about money making moves. Now,
I think it's
like people say
more teams.
In a way, Frank Martin ducked Shakur, yes, but like I tell people, Frank was never trying to go for the WBC. He was always in the runnings for the WBA. He was always trying to fight Tank. He was fighting. He fought Tank's mandatory, which was Rivera. Couldn't even get the man's name out. Rivera. That's who was in the thing for fighting Tank. He fought him so he can get Rivera's spot. Then he fought. He also fought. what's the dude that gave Rolly some problems? Jackson Martinez. He fought him. So, you know, he's been trying to move up the WBA. The WBC, everybody else like Zepeda and Loma and all them ducked Shakur on the WBC. And then they thought they were just going to draft Frank over there. And Frank was like, nah, I'm going to stay over here at the WBA. This is what I've been going for. The original, the granddaddy of them all is the WBA. So, yeah, he felt like his stock would take a better, he has a better chance in his career going after Tank than after Shakur. I mean, you know, it's big loss, big gain. You know, Shakur is little loss, little gain. Like, if you beat Shakur, yeah, you get a little notoriety, but your stock ain't about to go through the roof. I mean, you beat Tank, your stock goes to the roof. If you lose close to Tank, your stock goes to the roof. Your paper goes through the roof. He was only going to versus Shakur 5 times that versus Tank easily because he's got somewhat of a name. So even if he goes against Tank and Tank 90-10s him, if Tank gives him 90% to 10%, that man still, and let's say they do 500,000 views, 500,000 buys. That's right there. That's still over $5 million that he's going to make. That whole boy, a little $2 holler makes it. Hey, man, appreciate you, that whole boy. Every little bit counts, man. Y'all, bro.
Is Tank will get off the sport of boxing.
For the first of the month. That's what I'm talking about. Peace and blessings.
Bullet, the Devin fight sold out. Bullet.
For the boxing, will we be able to say
Devin fight had sold out, but then they opened up the rafters for the Devin fight. So now.
Yeah, no, it's getting promoted well. It's getting promoted well. It's going to sell out.
Well, that's why I was asking because I knew they opened up for that.
Exactly, King Von.
Hey, OTB, I'm sorry, man.
I couldn't hear you.
Frank should have went into negotiations with it, but then Frank thought about it. He was like, "This man getting $5 million. I'm only getting $1 million. So what is 4 times my biggest payday? You getting twice your biggest payday. Like my name brought you this extra. So yeah, I feel what Frank said. I'm just saying.
And Frank did more than the division.
But he's 28 years old. You can't do that at 28 years old. It's just not. You take your first title shot. You ask me, I don't give a fuck. I would have took that shit.
Not when you in line to be Tank's mandatory though.
I hear you, but man, at 28, they can shelf your ass for not doing that. Like Bob won't work with him. Bob won't offer that.
But he don't give a damn about Bob. He working with people.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man.
That's what I'm saying. They already had a game plan. You feel what I'm saying? D1, they already got a game plan. Their game plan was the Tank.
I hear what you're saying. I
ain't ducking my first title shot. No way. 28 years old, first title shot.
They're gonna feed him the Tank. They're gonna feed Frank the Tank.
So eventually, he's gonna be about 30
right there.
Unless he getting it now, the next fight.
God damn it! And this is the Wizard of Oz.
I know you never know what can happen down the road. If we're a fifth, you know what I mean?
OTB.
That's a guaranteed right there. I would
OTB and Bullet Gibson. I apologize to you, brothers, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to get that off.
Boy, he in line for the WBA shot. So of course, why go for the WBC for Shakur when you in line for the big money with Tank? That's like
Tank.
That's like your boy about to front you a brick, but you go over there and you just went ahead and buy an ounce. You really?
I hear all that, but
yeah, because I'm buying the zip from my brother.
So what about
your other brother about to bring you the bird? He just said your brother
tomorrow not guaranteed, homie.
For the zip, your brother say bring that money you got for the zip, and I'm gonna give you the rest on commission. But the
time is ticking.
Right now, I hear where you both coming from. I hear where you both coming from.
Time.
Because you know you can't feed your family with a belt. You can feed your family with the money you make off the fight.
Yeah, but
I feel you on that. But if you say
take that shot,
it's about
now you're the prize.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's
you win.
I see it from both angles. But I do apologize to OTB and I do apologize to Bullet Gibson. I didn't mean to cut you guys off. I just don't like that age thing that we throw out there a lot because you know we always make it fit our folk.
Yeah.
And, you need to stop doing it.
David was calling Loma.
Nah, you good, fam. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, too old.
That was a selling point of the fight, though. That's how he was selling the fight. Like he was getting the fans to say, "Oh, bet on him." You know, he's gonna whoop Loma old ass. You know, he wanted to have cheers. Let's be real. Devin wanted to have cheers, but they booed him regardless. So it is what it is.
I hear you. The kid goes through a lot. He's starting to earn my respect. I can't call it two ways of that. What he's doing is better than anybody else is doing.
Oh yeah,
Fighting
you
the
gotta
top guys.
respect it. You gotta respect it.
That whole boy
You gotta
sounds
respect
right.
He definitely moving the right way, and a lot of people ain't. Shit, let's be real.
Yeah, the Tank got to start sending out contracts for me, man. Just
So
OTB.
like we can't, man, we got to get out of this point where we like it's okay. Yeah, I mean, for a fighter to not take
the top
fight
three can
and
be
get
mandatory.
paid
Jay,
to another fight.
the first, second, third, anybody in the top three can be named the mandatory. Jay Dixon.
Yep.
Like, man, this bottom dollar, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for, I mean, the fighters get paid, but shit, that shit starting to overwhelm us getting the best fights.
Thanks.
That's why they had Frank and Tank do that sparring match, and they publicized the Frank and Tank sparring match and said how close it was, so they can push that.
But I mean, I'm saying this: if the common perspective is that Tank move funny, he afraid to fight, he a punk, he this and that and all that, put the pressure on his ass then, because he obviously don't need to do anything but do what he's doing, and he's still gonna be okay. So so you show up into the ring and you press that Mickey freaking, you tell him, man, you ain't ish. You ain't nothing but a paper champion. I'm ready to tear some paper. I got the water for your paper. We about to put a stone on your ass.
Exactly.
See how well you are.
That's how Tyson it's easy for us as fans and spectators of the sport to say what we want, and it don't matter because we're not the ones getting in that ring. We're not the one that's risking it all. But it's payday right there. And like a lot of times, like we explained, a lot of fighters don't get paid their worth. And so for them to put all their years of training and all this on the line for not the right amount of money, it's a waste. And time is something that you don't get back. And if you make a mistake, the way
that's why you want to say it.
Time, man. Time is not on
sure,
our side. It was his largest payday by 5 times the amount. 275 to $1 million, dog. And it's a title shot. You got to take that shit, homie.
For sure.
I was 28 yesterday, dog. It goes by fast. Time is not on nobody's side.
And judging by each and every single person here on this panel, and the way that I've seen you conduct and carry yourself, how you speak, more importantly, I just can talk to you on the air, on the internet, and it'll fly by you. But if I go up to you and say some stuff, oh, we got a different issue on my hand now.
They say, if you don't put a name by it, you don't make, if it don't fly, apply, let it fly. But if you don't put a name, it ain't respected until it's checked. You feel me?
But we can't.
I know Bullet. I know if I go up to Bullet and talk on his,
like we can't
I talk on the show. Facts. You right, OTB.
Right here,
My bad.
Sports bar,
My bad.
Y'all all welcome up here. This is everybody's platform over here. We family over here. Until we get to the and like I said, when we hit the 4,000, when we get to that, ain't nobody else becoming moderators but y'all. So I'm with my day ones. You feel me? We ain't getting no. We can have new friends, but the new friends have to respect the game. You feel me? They gonna have to
the whole real recognized real.
If they don't like it, no.
And I just want to make sure that I fully clarify my point, man. I know that like a lot of people running their mouth on this damn internet because you can be the biggest, baddest dude behind the keyboard over an airwave, but like you'll get a rise out of somebody, but after that rise, man, they ain't thinking about you. But now when we go to somebody's face and we talk that same talk, we might likely receive a reaction for that. So like that's why I say they want somebody, because I'm holding Tank to the fact that he said he wanted Devin next. So hey, if you ain't moving right, Tank, but I want that fight, and I'm Devin, I'm showing up to your next fight. After I'm Mollywop Regis, I'm coming up in your ish and I'm boo banging on you in the ring after your fight. And you better not lose, because if you lose, I'm throwing money on the stage like you just blew all our money. It's time to go to Shakur now and do that. So that's how I think they all should move. Like I feel like that's the old way, and that was the way where fights were made, man. Because they got in that ring, the fight happened not too long thereafter.
And you know
So we need to
something?
start.
Even when they lost back in the old days, that didn't take away the vibrancy of the fight. Because Holyfield lost the Bo, he lost to Lennox Lewis, and that still didn't bring his value down. Like it was
Spence
great.
lost to Bud, and we still rock with Spence.
Oh yeah, the loss don't take it away from me. I'm just saying
I rock with
that's
Spence even
promotion.
more now because
Forever.
Spence can take what he dishes out now.
Man, go out there.
The one thing I will say about
Spence, I feel like
that boy got a lot of
make it a legacy fight. That's my thing. And don't be scared to get in there and lose. And we got to hold them to that standard because we have to do better about supporting fighters once they lose. You understand? That's why we not getting none of these fights. That's why as much as the promotional companies have an impact on it, when the fighters say, I want this to happen, I want to fight him, they make it happen. We've seen it happen. So for us to not hold these fighters to that same standard, you understand, is ridiculous. Like we gotta hold these fighters accountable and expect the money. Expect the fights that we expect them to fight, and we know that they should be fighting. Otherwise, they're gonna keep fighting who they want to fight.
100%, bro.
That's why you hear me keep calling out killers. That's why I say Subriel Matias, Tank, whoever. I don't think Tio gonna fight there. So I'm going at Subriel Matias.
Ryan Garcia called out Tio, so I'm gonna let Ryan take care of him.
I heard that fight. I think it might be I don't know if it's official, but I heard it's in the works.
Y'all gonna be surprised when y'all see the new Ryan. So I'm gonna let y'all forget right there.
And Ryan learned from that Tank fight.
I'm a big Spence fan too. He looking good. He looking good training over there with Derek.
Like 2 times a year, and they fight each other for the next 6 years.
Not only with Derek,
this will become
that shit
the
would
glory
be fire, dog. It would be the dopest shit ever, bro. Please.
Glory age of boxing. Now you can give the 3-belt era a run for his money.
They can literally take over. 2023 be the start of it, and then the following years, these guys could overtake big names in history books. Devin, Tank, Shakur, Loma's even in there on the tail end. Tio, this shit, Ryan. I know what Ryan's gonna do. He learned from that Tank fight, and that's the biggest teacher. The fucking ring, when the stage is set its brightest, you learn from that. He didn't take too much damage in that fight. Bowed out with a body shot, even though people don't know how hard body shots really hit. That liver shot ain't no fucking joke. I know why he didn't continue, but he's going to come back stronger from that, and he's with the right trainer. Did y'all even?
Yeah, I agree with everything y'all just said, bro. And it's time, and I think like this year has been the very best year that we've seen in boxing in a long time, and I think it's going to be the precipice of getting things back right. I think they do need to make changes to the governing bodies, or if not, then they need to make a body that governs them, that holds each and every one of them accountable to one single standard, and we need to do away with this damn super franchise stuff, because the history is with the belt, not to exclude the fact that you being a champion, you get to bypass a mandatory or this and that. And so you know, we need to clean that up. We need to clean up the damn testing on it. It needs to be one governing body, and it needs to be not affiliated with no single type of a person or entity.
So it should
and then
be
on top of that, the
alumni commission.
For sure.
Champions
For
alumni
sure.
commission.
For sure, I agree. I agree
Our
with that.
former champions involved in this sport by allowing them to commission the governing bodies and give them their own belt. What up, Detroit BC to Brody? I've been in the D just 2 weeks ago, family. What up, bro?
Yo, we can control that. We don't even need them to set new rules. Like if us, the fans, pick 2 belts, WBA, WBC, and that's what we support, they don't even have to fucking rewrite rules. We can just support just them. We have more power than we think. Our dollars is the power.
Facts. The fans definitely hold the golden ticket. But
100%.
But a lot got to change, man. And otherwise, I'm telling y'all, bro, we really looking at shit. Because Tank, what, 33, 34? Shit, he fighting.
No, Tank only like 29, isn't it?
28.
Tank
And
28.
I think the IBF is
Tank
the
28. Shit.
rules to
Tank the same
follow.
age as me. We the same age.
Tank 28,
Okay.
and he said he ain't moving above 135. Like, come
That
on,
hot
man.
boy.
We gotta demand. Like, come on, man, y'all.
Y'all gotta realize Tank came up from 126.
He's 5'5", can still make 130.
Tank was 126, 130, 135, 140.
Man, do
I don't
y'all
think
see
he can make
Tank?
130 healthy right now. Not
Man, do
yet.
y'all see
Not no
Tank,
more.
goddamn it, on fight night? Because we just was talking about
Absolutely,
how
he
big
can.
Shakur
But
them
it's
is.
only 10 pounds from his walk around weight,
So
which
Tank
is like
be bigger than
144.
everybody. He done damn near fought too. Barrios was a lot taller than him, but when you look at Tank body and how he,
Yeah. Tank got
hell
mass
no.
on him.
Man, Tank ain't
That's
no
what I'm
little.
saying. Tank not no
He
little
do,
guy.
but he's
In terms of height,
5'5".
yeah.
He's as tall as my
Nah,
wife.
look at his
He's a
fingers.
tiny little guy, man.
Nah.
In terms of height, though, fam. In
He's
terms of height.
little.
2 years, Tank has not been putting on that weight. In the
He
last 2
can make 130, boys. I promise. If Devin can make 135, you don't think Tank could make 130? Not
Not as
comfortably,
healthy as
maybe.
you would think. Not as healthy as you would think.
Dude, he can make it. I promise. He just don't like the weight cut. He says it all the time. He don't want to cut weight. He'd rather just fight what he is. I'm telling you, he's
Well, I
only
know one thing.
145 max walking
I
around
know
when
one
he's in the
thing.
gym.
To knock off that hit list, he's
he
gonna have to
came
go
home
up.
from jail, bro.
These
Tank
guys
has
cut 20-something pounds.
since the Barrios fight. Tank has been keeping to his weight. Tank hasn't blew up in a while. The man was under 130 when he came home from jail, bro.
What did he weigh in at? 133?
No,
The
when he
last-
came from jail, he was 128.
No, the Ryan fight, he weighed in at like 133.4.
Yeah, he was
Or
under.
Yeah, way under 133.4. He could have took 3 more pounds off. Easy, guys. You don't understand. It's water weight.
152.
But they're
Tank
weighed in at 134.9. So
On
fight
all
night,
that's what I'm
access, he
saying.
was
152.
on all access, bro. He was 154 with a 20-pound sweater on, jean shorts, his shoes. He's not as big as you guys think he is, man. He's not a
Tank has
5'7",
not been
150.
getting big lately, bro. He has not been getting big since he's
He's
been staying
not, bro.
active.
He's
Detroit,
in the gym.
No. When we say big, we're not talking about like chubby or nothing
Tall.
like that. Tank got a barrel-sized body. Not
He
barrel.
do.
Look, I may be using the wrong word. He got like an athletic frame.
Salute, Brian
Like
King.
I'm
How
from
tall
Florida,
are you,
bro. We got a
bro?
lot of short,
How
stocky
tall are you,
people.
dog? How
Me,
tall are you,
I'm
bro?
5'9".
He's
5'9".
5'5".
See what I'm saying? He's 4 more inches shorter than you. He's probably your girl's height. He's not as big as you guys are picturing in your head. I seen him in real life. He's a little guy, man. He's a little guy. He looks
Hey,
like a
Big
kid,
Tay,
man.
Shakur couldn't have lost that weight if he wanted to, man. The man.
Yeah, he could have. That's a
weighed
top
much.
ranked play.
Niggas
Shakur
ain't-
definitely could have.
He's fighting in the division that he should have never been in because the man weighs about 160 when he fought Valdez. So like the man was way over the. You see, Valdez couldn't do nothing with Shakur. Shakur was absorbing that stuff, man. But Devin does the same thing though. That's why I can't wait to see.
No,
Shakur
I
and
agree. I agree. Devin is a big guy. He, and not just,
So for
Like,
him,
that's why I don't use that.
he
you
can
know?
make 135. How far down? Tank and Devin are right around the same. I mean, Tank's a little stockier, but he looks like a kid, man, in real life. You're like, holy shit.
He looks like a midget.
That's him.
He looks like a damn midget.
He's tiny, guys. I don't think you guys understand. Next time you look at him next to other tall guys. A regular 5'10" dude is a massive to him. I seen him in real life from about 100 feet away. He looked like a child. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but all these guys are like small in person when you actually look at them.
They
I ain't gonna lie to
are. They
you.
are. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
Floyd is
Tank
the only
in
one
particular.
Floyd and Deontay Wilder are the only ones that fight people that's bigger than them. Because Floyd actually walks around
They all do it.
the welterweight limit. And Deontay walks around under heavyweight limit. And those guys actually fighting people that's much bigger than them that's cutting weight. You feel what I'm saying? So like they're punching up. They're punching up. That's what makes Floyd so great. Because he was such a defensive wizard fighting people that
Well,
was
Bud
big.
right now too though. Bud kind of fight at a good size.
Well, Well, it's
Go ahead.
time for us to add Tank to that
But
list, bro,
Bud
because that's the
walking
only
around
way
at
them
like
fights happen.
160 though.
Yeah, Tank fights guys. His size are bigger than him. I don't care about rehydration clauses. None of that shit. Them dudes are physically bigger than him. Mario Barrios damn near 6 feet tall. Ryan is 5'11". I would slap a rehydration clause too if I was that little. I'm telling you, man, you shouldn't be more than 10 pounds anyways. The IBF got
Exactly.
it
That's
right.
why the IBF. That's why I like the IBF
Yep,
because they don't let you go more than 10 pounds over the limit. Because
that's what
10
it should
pounds
be.
over, you in a whole nother fighting division. If you
Yep, you're looking for a
147,
size advantage.
yeah, if you
10 pounds is
147,
standard.
And you
Oh,
got
my bad. I
people
didn't mean to
basing their
disrespect
whole
y'all like
careers
that.
off of this type of shit.
You ain't disrespecting.
Ariana
Like their whole
said,
career.
look, Ariana said, I just got a text sent to me saying
Okay,
Devin
I
may
picked
be
it on
forced
me.
to fight Boots instead of Tank. Hey, Ariana, if he can't make weight, he'll be up there.
No, but you know, honestly, bro, hey, I don't want to see that fight with Tank nor with Shakur at 135. Tank even know this that he gonna have to go on up and fight them at that weight that they're more accustomed to or being able to make. Man, you don't want to see that fight any other way. So he gonna go up there and he gonna have to put it on for the folks. You
But
said
you
he
know
wanted
something,
them
Ariana,
fights.
you said check Fanon's page. I'm the one that mentioned that 2 days ago. So if Fanon said it, I mean, I ain't saying nothing, but I mentioned that 2 days ago. But so if Fanon did a video on it, he did a video on it. But I mentioned it 2 days ago on his show.
Yeah,
I mentioned it.
Yeah, you
I seen
did.
that.
You did.
But I
I ain't
mentioned
see
a lot of
for
stuff people
page,
make
but
videos
I
about.
remember Upper Echelon did say that. So,
I mentioned a lot of stuff people just make videos on it, but I don't care, bro. You know, it's boxing talk. As long as y'all get to hear it when I talk to y'all about it, I don't care who else cut it up. It don't matter.
That shit used to bother me though. I ain't going.
It did back in the day too. OTB.
Just like if I showed up to your place and called you out, that ish would bother you too. That's why these fighters need to go back to going to their ring and pop their ish and say, boy, now what you gonna do? Because at
but
that point in
Tommy,
time, it's what's up?
they not gonna let Dev or Shakur go into the ring with Tank, you know, because the PBC thing. They didn't let Bud go in the ring with Earl, and we knew that was the biggest fight. They're
Tank
not
can
gonna let
go
him
in
do it.
Devin's ring, though. Tank is
Yeah,
Tank
he can
Davis.
definitely do that. He can do
He
that.
can
Well,
go in
then
any
Tank need
ring.
to go up in the ring and throw
Yes, he
that
do.
freaking out. We need to go on and get
Yes,
this
he
fight.
do.
You've been
He
running your
don't,
mouth,
but
popping off, and you ain't like
I'm
that. That's
about
what
to.
he said. He said he
Tank
ain't
better
like
be
that.
in
He
that
ain't cut
fight.
like that. So go in there and tell him in the ring.
He don't have to do that, but I would like that.
Tank
That's
better
for
be at
sure.
that Regis fight though.
He should be.
Yeah, but he should style
I'm,
on both. Whoever wins, now I'm coming to take your
I'm
belt.
Didn't
Tank
I
Especially
don't
just
saying
say
really
he
that
want
look
him
though?
like that.
next.
Didn't I say that though? Tank looked big against Barrios. I'm telling y'all, man. Tank be
That's why I
walking in
said
at
Tank
one.
ain't got that big no more since that fight.
Man,
Because
he
Tank,
walk in
You
at
look at
150.
yeah.
he didn't
Telling
like
you,
that
bro.
weight because he was sluggish.
In
Tank
the
was
ring, he's 145.
right there, and Tank was sluggish, and he said he
Fight
don't.
night,
He
Tank
ain't
walking
at
in at
140.
152. Maybe, man,
If he was 5'7", maybe. He's
Yeah, but he's
5'5", but
5'5". Y'all gotta realize he's 5'5". 140 is not a good look for him at 5'5".
Tank stocky, man. Tank stocky.
Exactly,
Look
but
at
he
his
won't have
face.
his
he's
speed. You know,
stocky,
his
If he
but
speed
wasn't
is
that
his
drained
natural.
down, I told y'all Tank could be a little fat, short kid. If he wasn't that, man, real talk, I'm telling y'all, man. Look at his
maybe if
face.
he wasn't a
He got
boxer, I believe that.
man,
But when your
look what he
body's
did.
all muscle, you're 5'5", it's kind of hard to get up to higher weights when you're as lean and fit as he is. It just don't weigh that much, dog. It's a height thing.
Fact, and that's
It's a
something
height
Upper's
thing,
been
bro.
talking about it takes X amount of year. I mean, X amount a year to put on X amount of pounds. And Evans Toller, a professional trainer, a former track star, and a weight trainer and a weightlifter, a professional weight trainer and weightlifter, said, "Yo, man, you don't understand how hard it is to put natural weight on,
It's
natural
very
muscle."
hard.
So yeah, he said, you know, it's tough, man. It's real tough. Most of it, if they heavy, it ain't because they muscle bound. They just carrying some weight that they probably shouldn't be.
Hey,
But
y'all,
I
hold on
mean,
Yeah,
for a
Tank
second.
is
Hey,
stocky.
everybody,
Tank
hold
is
on
a
for a second.
stocky little. He's a tank.
Everybody,
he is
hold on,
stocky though.
please.
At 147, considering that the real boogeyman is in that weight class, and that guy's name is Jerron Boots Ennis.
Now, before I get into the details of it, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please
shout out to Fanon, man. Shout out to Fanon.
Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a long-time subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really makes a big difference to the channel. Thank you to everybody, man. Thank you to Matty Yole. Thank you to Barbara D. Thank you to Deborah Booker. Thank you to Mr. Pragmatic and Paul Carrick and if everything that leaves Devin Haney's mouth comes true, Devin Haney's going to be the greatest fighter of all time. And at this point in time,
I'm just telling you, I'm going to on after this right here. But I don't mind giving people talking points. You feel me? But shout out to Fanon. I'm gonna have to watch that video. Y'all make sure y'all check the video out too. Because he talking about Devin versus Boots. But yeah,
I got a question though.
Go ahead.
Because I'm watching my guy. I'm like y'all know I'm Dev. Mike. That's who I rock with heavy. If Dev going there, and I'm not saying he will, but if he going there and win by stoppage against Regis, what are y'all gonna say?
I'm gonna say that it's about time. What I'm gonna say is what I've been saying, that his power will increase when he stops shrinking himself. Like I said about Crawford and like Earl. Like I said, like when you shrink yourself, you put yourself at a disadvantage. That's why I'm for fighters fighting at their weight, because they're not fighting at their best when they're crushing themselves to make that weight. Like you're restricting your muscles and its power. Like your muscles won't be able to react the way it wants to. That's why Earl can spar light heavyweights, because he be a light heavyweight. He beats 170 when he's up there sparring them. So of course he can spar their asses, but then when he has to crush down to 147, his power is not the same. Al Booger, salute, King. And that's what I'm
Boogie. Yo, Bullet,
when
you already
Devin
know what I maintain.
Punches don't hurt Regis. He walks through him and knocks Devin out.
Yeah, I'm talking about when I say stop it, like Abdullah. When he stopped Abdullah, and that's somebody that's one of Devin's most impressive performance to me. I know people try to say the older guys. I look at the Abdullah fight and the Santiago fight. Devin put in some real good work in terms of punch placement. But when I say stoppages, it don't have to be just knockout. But I'm talking about how he looked. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when he did the Abdullah. I'm saying the look of the fight was more impressive to me, and Kambosos was impressive as well. But I'm talking about the look of the fight.
I was just upset that he couldn't get Kambosos out of there because he hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. Like
it's like you said, man. The reason why the stoppages came up, and Bullet and you and everybody else who knows something about boxing been alluded to it. He was past that damn time, his prime up in that weight, and he was drained. So I believe that the knockouts came when he was first indoctrinated to the division.
Plus the competition wasn't as stiff. He was fighting cab drivers too, though. So
Abdullah bad boy. I want to see somebody else fight Abdullah.
I like that performance from Dev.
Body shot, so that was slick. Yeah, man.
But if he would have fought when he was fighting Kambosos, I was saying the whole time, Devin, tuck him in. If he would have went to the body, I said, Devin, tuck him in.
Me too. My money said that.
Kambosos' head. See, Devin ain't a finisher. Now, if he would have tucked him in, and when you say tuck probably in, that means hit the body. If he'd have worked the body on Kambosos, he could have got Kambosos up out of there.
He was head hunting too much in that fight, hitting him with the jab and then the straight right. He should have went to the body in that fight. He should have. I think he would have got a stoppage.
You take away the body,
two to the body, one to the head. That's how you get the head.
Take the body away, the head will follow.
All the time. A lot of times
the head follows the body.
Where they just be locked in. You know what I mean? Where they locked in on weaving a punch, or they locked in on countering you. And they don't be transitioning from defense to offense too well. But when they walk in on the front foot and they trying to counter you with those intentions, you can see the difference in their performance. That's
what I'm saying. Around that time, that's when he was trying to fight Loma. He was going to the body head, and it kind of changed, as y'all said, as he was getting too much for the weight. But when I was saying stop Regis, I'm saying because what he did with Abdullah, he didn't knock him out. He broke his nose. Because Dev got good punch placement. He don't have the best puncher mechanics. I can say that. I agree. Like Shakur looked sharper in terms of his punches.
Devin's an accurate
But
puncher.
yeah, his punch placement nasty. And if he reach his nose, and you blow your nose, your eyes puff up, now you can't see his shit. And even if he get a stoppage like that, I'm taking it. And man, I'm gonna be so proud and happy.
Hey, look,
who's more of a dog, Regis or Kambosos?
Regis.
Okay, ain't no way he's stopping Regis.
Look, a lot of boxers.
They're getting big, man.
Hey, y'all know why boxers twist their wrist when they punch? When they twist their
Turning the punch over,
so it can tear the skin. So the boxing glove can tear the skin. Because if you can time it just right, when your punch lands and you twist your skin, you twist that wrist, it'll rip the skin. The glove will rip the skin. And if you can do that, you can keep hitting that injury and make it keep bleeding, and they have to stop the fight. So any kind of stoppage is a stoppage. So if you can,
Nick J, I hear you.
Stoppage from making a person's arm swell up. So any kind of stoppage is a stoppage. So it ain't how you get it; it's just getting it.
Yeah. But Devin should have stopped Cambo. We all seen it. He should have stepped on the gas and stopped that man. At least, if not in the first fight, in the second fight, definitely.
Especially the second.
He stepped on the gas a little bit in that second fight. I ain't gonna lie. He was hitting, but he just was focused on the head.
It was his punch selection.
You're right.
His punch selection was not
that's what I was saying. His punch selection. He should have went to the body more. If he would have went to the body, he would have hurt him.
It would have been over. Yeah, it would have been over. For sure. But I mean, he thoroughly dominated that Mickey freaking
easily. He won that all the rounds to me. So
I felt like Maxie Hughes won all the rounds versus Kambosos to me.
I agree. I felt like Maxie Hughes beat him as well.
I felt like Mickey Bay, 36-year-old, 4.5-year-old layoff beat that fool Kambosos.
Me too,
I give Devin all the credit for Kambosos though, because of like y'all say, in terms of when y'all do it in the opposite way. I never was thought that highly of Kambosos, but the man just came off his biggest fight in his career when he beat Teofimo the way he did.
That was a really big stage too. I will give him that. That was a big stage to perform.
That's why I give that, because after he beat I know not us, not the hardcore fans and people that actually watch boxing. There were a lot of casuals and a lot of people saying, "Oh, Devin will never fight Kambosos. Kambosos will knock Devin out. He throw too many combinations."
Trying to get Kambosos after that damn fight.
But even JoJo Diaz and freaking what's over with it for Ryan Garcia? That was that. Javier Fortuna was asking for the opportunity.
Hell yeah, they see that man as free lunch. They see
Kambosos,
free lunch.
He stole Teofimo's thunder because I don't know if y'all remember, Teo was on a trajectory to be.
Yeah, he had just beat Loma, and he was acting like he was the best thing in boxing.
A lot of people were on the bandwagon, and Buddy snatched that shit.
That's why I said Teo must have had something wrong for real. No,
I think he just underestimated him. I don't think nothing was wrong with him. I'm not gonna give him that.
He was going through that divorce with his wife. You know that.
I don't think Kambosos won that fight by too much neither. That was a close fight, man.
But I thought
he did more than he should have done.
Yeah, he should have. But Teo should have gotten him out of there in that fight too. He had him down.
Well,
I give him credit because you got to realize he knocked Teo down though. After he knocked Teo down, when you hurt somebody, they supposed to you supposed to, and that's the first round. That makes it even better for Teo. Because now you got to grit down and all right, now I got to get you. I got to go for real. Ain't no more holding back after you get knocked down in the first round.
No,
you got to go for it.
It's go time for sure.
I think Teo tired himself out trying to get back from that first round. And I don't think his training was that good because he was going through that shit with his wife.
He took him lightly. He took him lightly.
But in how I feel about Kambosos.
Remember the thrillers shit and all the negotiate how long it took
for
them to get shit. He was on his high horse.
I don't think Teo fights at 140 for that reason. Is that what you said? 140? I don't know why I heard that. My bad.
Nah, ain't nobody say that.
Well, I think Teo fights at 140 just because he lost at 35. I don't think he can make 135 easy.
So he should have got a rematch. He definitely had an opportunity to get a rematch and get it back. He should have
went and got that shit. I don't understand that.
The fact
I would have
that
went and got my lick back.
Rematch back, saying everything he needed to say to me about Teo. Like until this day. When we just watched the interview the other day, he talking about last week, he talking about man, these guys got to show me something. Like, bro, show you what? I remember Kambosos beating shit down your leg until you had a big vagina on your eye. Bristow coach, man. Like, man,
and
come
then,
on, man. Play this shit. Like, bro.
And then they don't give Sandor Martin his credit for actually beating T.O. They just jumped straight to Josh Taylor. They jumped straight to the Josh Taylor. He beat T.O. ass.
He beat Taylor the whole damn fight.
Check hooks. 2 check hooks. Dropped them off twice with 2 check hooks.
7-3.
Didn't give Sandor Martin credit, but I told people before the fight, I said, this man outboxed Mikey Garcia. And Mikey Garcia was a 4-division champ. Now, come on now. Mikey Garcia is a Hall of Famer. I said, don't sleep on Sandor, and he outboxed Teofimo. But hey, we're gonna go around the room. I want everybody to get y'all final thought because we went a little too long yesterday and we missed some of that Just Do action. I want to make sure we get Just Do today.
Thanks.
We start off.
Go ahead.
Start off OTB.
Always a pleasure, man. Rock with you guys, man. I'm in, I'm out. Y'all know what it is. Everybody that ain't seen me that tapped in the chat, man. Y'all know we all love this sport the same way. So, man, hold everybody accountable the same way. Even
we
your
both lost money, Shawar.
On that note,
Yep. All right, OT. I'll see you in a little bit, bro. Thomas Hill, you want to go ahead and shout it out, big homie?
Oh, yeah. Well, first and foremost, shout out to everybody here on this panel. Shout out to everybody that held it down in the chat. Boxing is the sport. It ain't about your favorite fighter. It's about your favorite fighter advancing the sport of boxing and everybody being held to the same standard. I think that's the movement we need to go to. And that's the standard and accountability that they themselves need to hold themselves to. And we as fans need to hold them to. And we need to go on and support this fight with this young brother, Devin, and Regis Prograis. And let's get a good fight. And everybody have a blessed day, man. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Bullet Gibson, you want to go ahead, bro?
Yes, sir. First, I'm gonna say shout out to everybody on the panel. Thank you, Upper Echelon, for letting us up here and speak our minds and giving us all, a platform. You and all the rest of these guys that have platforms that openly let people talk, regardless of we agree or disagree. It's all love for me. Like when I find somebody that do this, I'm gonna go up there, and I'm gonna speak my mind. And I want to start speaking more about the David Benavidez Andrade fight. And I'm glad that you giving Deontay his flowers along with a lot of other guys. Because that's one of my favorite fighters as well. And Deontay deserved, this Ngannou fight in terms of, getting that revenue.
And I hope he go here and retire because these people don't deserve Deontay.
Absolutely.
They don't deserve him.
Yeah, so it's all love for me at the end of the day.
All right, bro. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. D1.
Upper, shout out to the fucking host with the most. Shout out to the chat. It's peace and blessings always. And tap in every day at 2:00 right here. We talking that boxing shit. Peace and blessings. Have a great one.
And my co-host Key had to work today, but shout out to everybody that came through. And like Deontay Wilder said, blessings and blessings and blessings. And I'm glad that he's about to get his blessings. So peace and blessings to everybody out here. And make sure y'all tap in with Just Do.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fight. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want Sonny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding. I get the squeezy, leaving nigga bleeding. How about I leave him holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-pound rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drill in the spill. 7.62 gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eating bullet for dinner.
5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blew it. They call me Sonny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga leaving nigga They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sonny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leaving nigga bleeding.